Seeing something is usually good. Going live. Oh, I think I can hear myself. Which usually means that you can hear me as well, right? YouTube says connect streaming software to start. So well. I mean, it's looking pretty good from my point of view. So I'm just gonna send that link to everyone. Right, stream URL, this one. So if I look at this, I can see this live stream. No. Hello everybody who's already watching. I'm just trying to send the link to everyone, so more people can watch me. And until that time you can look at the short break thing which I made myself. So other people are already asking me what's up with the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna start Discord, which you should never do when streaming, but I have a second screen on which it starts. Never mind, I don't. Wait, you can't see my screen yet anyway, so that's fine. It would have only been a trouble if I started to broadcast stuff. Should work now. So, people in the Discord chat are asking what's wrong with the stream. Well, I'm not quite sure it would appear. YouTube doesn't make streaming as easy as I made it seem. Hello, Karis. What? Chris of Kada. YouTube really doesn't make streaming easy. Because, well, you'd think it's easy because yesterday I accidentally streamed for 60 seconds without even meaning to. And now I didn't manage to stream even though I wanted to. Which is something not many people can say. So, wait, I'm gonna turn down the music for a bit. So, okay, now I can hear myself at double speed, which is nice. So, okay, I have to mute myself because that's just gonna be distracting. Hello everybody, welcome to my year review video, stream, whatever thing. And I am going to technical difficulties. Yes, technical difficulties. We're gonna look at. I should write this in the description. So where is it? No, it would be in the advanced. Okay, doesn't matter. We're gonna look at the memes I made at the beginning of the year. Then look at the first video I made and why it's popular and how I made it popular, so you can learn from me. And then we're gonna go over my other videos, their analytics and what it means. And then over my plans for the next year. So, yeah. Hello to everyone who's joining in. Current viewers 10, that's already more than I had. Hi to Elasticia. I'm gonna say Elasticia. So, hello everyone. 10 viewers is more than I had when I tried to live stream on Twitch a few years ago. Though I only played Minecraft, so. Okay, I'm gonna show you my desktop now. Hello. Now you can see my desktop. You can see at the bottom which music is playing. Can you hear the music? Can you hear it now? I made it louder. Tell me if the music is too loud, too quiet, because I can't hear it right now. So you can see my display and we're just gonna look at, well, everything that we want to look at, which among others will be these memes. So for this you need to know context. At the beginning of the year I didn't have Reddit, I always browsed 9gag. And then I switched to Reddit because it has more active meme communities, and I went on r/memes, r/tank memes, the beginner ones, and stuff like that. And I'm gonna drink a little bit. Alexandra says no. Okay, then not high. I guess. So the stream health is on that? No. Music is a bit quiet. Not at all. No, not at all. Oh, you need to tell me what you're replying to, because to me the stream has like 10 seconds of delay. So if you say no, then I don't really know what you're saying no to. So, what about now? Is the music better now? So I have to make it a little bit more quiet for me, because it's too loud for me, but that's different volume. Okay, music is very low. Can't hear the music. Okay, I just put it louder. We're gonna see if that's better. So, let's let's wait with the starting until the music is hearable, because to me it seems like the music is almost as loud as I am, which would be too loud in my mind, but can't hear the music. Is it maybe not activated? No, it has to be activated. If you can hear me, you have to be able to hear the music as well. Pretty sure about that. Yeah, music is much better now. Okay, so it's correct. I'm subbing from r/tank r/tank memes really improved my Reddit experience. Yeah, it really does, because r/tank memes is filled with what do you call them? Transphobic and racist and homophobic memes. That would be a good summarization of that subreddit. Lower it down. Okay, yeah, I thought the music was too loud. So how about like this? It's now half of the volume I am, which is what I usually go with when I do my YouTube videos. So it's now at this level. Okay. Yeah, I unsubbed from dank memes, and I found trans subreddits, which would be egg.irl and trans. And I began posting there, and this was the first time in my internet experience that anyone ever liked my memes. Because until then, whenever I posted a meme, it got like 5 likes. But when I posted it on egg.irl, oh, I can't tell you, I got 500 likes on my very first post. And then I got hundreds of likes on the other post. And in case you were wondering, yes, getting a lot of likes on relatable posts in egg.irl is, you know, a sign. And so I posted an egg.irl and then on Tra, and that's where I learned the basic meme stuff. I didn't include them here because my channel is rather leftist and not trans oriented, so it wouldn't make sense for me to show you all of my trans memes. But within not too much time, I found r/dankleft, which was a new subreddit at the time, which in case you don't know, I can show it to you. So reddit.com/r/dankleft. I open everything on my other screen just to make sure that I don't accidentally dox myself, but it should be alright. So this is dank left. When I joined, it had about 5 to 6,000 dank leftists, as they call them here, and I immediately liked it, and I began posting memes there, memes about, well, leftism essentially. Wait, let me deactivate Discord so that my messages don't pop up in the middle of the screen. Should deactivate all of the messaging services to make sure. And alright, then I began posting on dank left, and those are the memes we're gonna have a look at today. When I posted the memes, I had reasons for posting the memes. I didn't just post memes randomly. I posted memes with the purpose in mind. One of them was, of course, to spread leftist ideas to other subreddits, and another one was to grow the dank left subreddit, because 5,000 subs is a little bit low. I got added as an approved submitter for my spam of posts I did, which was about 9 months ago at this point. And as you can see, I am a moderator now, so I can delete people and have a look at reports. I'm gonna click on the mod mail now and see if there's something interesting. The report messages are usually quite interesting, but no, there's nothing new there. And I have to be careful not to post something I'm not supposed to post. And these are my memes which I made at the time. And this is the very, very first leftist meme I ever made. Isn't it great? It's join the anti-Antifa. That's because I saw someone with an anti-Antifa shirt. So, you know, the logical conclusion being that we need an anti-Antifa. And that was a meme and got like 200 likes. I got invited to the dank left Discord and started posting memes there, as well as in the on the subreddit itself. And you're gonna see a theme with these posts is that they're not posts specifically for dank left, they're posts for dank left and another server, another subreddit. So if we you're gonna see what I mean. So this one is The Social and Economic Benefits of Eating the Rich by Karl Marx. Many of these come from meme templates which I got from the Discord server. So this one is one of them. This part was blank and I just wrote whatever Marx could have written a book about. And this one is the most sexist meme I made. How and why to fuck a cop's wife. ACAB, of course. It was, I cross-posted this on r/complete anarchy so that people there would like it and see the Dank Left subreddit and join it and so on. And I was immediately criticized because it's kind of sexist, you know? It's not just kind of sexist, it's sexist to assume that to degrade a cop's wife you have to fuck their wife. And so I didn't make memes like that because I didn't even think of that as sexist until then, but yes, it is. So I learned. It turns out I wasn't always as woke as I am now. And this is A Guide to Dating Rich Chicks by Karl Marx, which is also nice. This is my first deep fried memes, cross-posted on r/deep fried memes, of course. Employees, we need to cut costs to make a profit. Suggestions: avoid taxes. Fucking yeet an employee out of the window. Reduce the amount of money you hoard for yourself. Angry employer yeets the employee out of the window because that's how you make a profit in capitalism. Yeet someone. So I'm just checking if my stream is still online. This is my first deep fried memes. Yeah, it seems to be working. That's great. And so this is the stages of leftism. Free speech, free healthcare, free housing, free Palestine. It's funny because people don't like Israel. And I'm not gonna get into that. YouTube, please demonetize me yet. You not getting a date, literal genocide. Corporate needs you to find the difference between this picture. And this is a guy from r/friend world, which is where the Nazis hid behind child language before they got banned. I wonder why. And I made the exact same one, except it said white supremacists. Fun fact, I posted this one on r/friend world, where they post memes like that, and I got insta-banned from a leftist subreddit. I'm not sure which one it was. I think it was r/against hate subreddits. And I got insta-banned by a bot for posting this. And this got like negative 600 likes on the friend world subreddit before someone deleted it. Which was an interesting experience. Because apparently the left is a lot better at banning right-wing people than the right is efficient at banning left-wing people. So that was an interesting story. This one was supposed to be cross-posted on r/trans. And it's, look, behind the mask, communism is trans rights. And this one was a higher quality meme because I not only had to cut out the mask of Stalin, but also cut out Ferris. And at this point is when I changed my profile picture, which I can show you. I can show you my profile picture, which it used to be, to the Ferris one, because at this point I wasn't sure what my gender was anymore. So I switched my profile picture to Ferris. Let's see if I can find it anywhere. Because I save everything, so this is it. I changed my profile picture to this one. You may notice this is quite similar to the one I have right now, because the one I have right now is... I cannot switch it like this, okay? I have this one right now. As you can see, I took out the A. Why? Because when I had the A in there, a lot of people thought that... a lot of people thought that I was an anarchist, which I wasn't technically. I didn't read a lot of anarchist theory yet, so I wouldn't want people to think I am an anarchist when I'm not, so I felt like I'm deceiving people, so I switched to the plain mask one. And of course at this time I still had my dead name YouTube Discord account, and I later switched when I settled on a chosen name, which was Victoria, which, guess what, Vicky stands for Victoria. And so then this is around the time where I began to switch my profile picture. The change of name came way later. So, well, at least in terms of memes, I made like 5 memes a day at that point in time. So I still have. It took more time, that's what I wanted to say. Damn, live streaming is hard. I can't think about what I'm going to say before I say it. So now I just accidentally closed here. So where were we? We were at this one, oh god. I have like 150 memes in there. I removed all of the not safe for work and most of the trans ones. Again, because that's not the purpose of this stream. The stream is supposed to be about my channel and leftist memes. Okay, so now I just opened a pop-up chat, even though I didn't mean to do that. Restore chat, yeah. I'm not sure if I can still read your chat, but I think so. Okay, let me drink a little bit. You should drink as well. Water is good. Water is healthy. Remember to drink water. Okay. So this one, it was supposed to be cross-posted on trans. I grew the subreddit a lot via that, and within 1 week the subreddit had like twice the people in it, which was not just due to me, but since half of the posts on the subreddit, and yes I counted, were made by me, I think I had some influence on the growth of the subreddit. And here is just a very generic meme. Friend, capitalism is the most efficient economic system. Me. So it's very basic, not that funny, but relatable, so everyone upvoted it. And I can only scroll if this is fully scrolled out. That's good to know. So this is woke-chan. Earth is flat. Global warming is a hoax created by the Chinese. Race is real. Capitalism is sustainable. The queen is a lizard. There is natural human hierarchy. The queen should have money and power without working. Trickle-down economics is a thing. Pepe isn't racist. The moon landings were faked. The world is ruled by lizard people. So as you can see, woke-chan knows. Woke-chan knows everything. Here, centrists love white supremacists for some reason. Just look at Sargon. He likes to cooperate with white supremacists. The solution to global warming is neoliberal capitalism. Yeah, of course it is. If you removed any other solution from your brain, then you have to hope that capitalism will fix everything. But it won't. That's the problem. So, it's okay to ask for help. You're not a burden. Capitalism kills 20 million people each year. Your feelings matter. So, of course, I had an agenda when posting memes, and one of them was spreading the knowledge that capitalism kills people just as much as socialism supposedly did. Well, my video on the death toll of communism is gonna be out by this day, hopefully. So, we'll see about how many people communism killed, but the death toll of capitalism isn't something we like to talk about. And with this, I relied on the Bad Mouse video, Bad Mouse Productions video, which said that 20 million people die because of capitalism each year, roughly. So I posted this one, and I later did my research and came to another conclusion, or a higher one. What points off for reusing the lizard people thing? Oh, with woke-chan. Yeah, I agree. I did reuse stuff because I ran out of idea what I can't think of that many conspiracy theories, so I had to reuse the world is ruled by lizard people and the queen is a lizard. So this is where we were, and this is capitalism kills 20 million. Remember this one. This one. Dear liberals, if socialism is so great, why did they only kill 1.4 million people each year while capitalism kills 44.8 million people each year? Capitalism is just more efficient. And I actually put sources in my meme. Nobody put sources in their meme. Deaths of socialism, 100 million, according to the Black Book of Communism, divided by 70, the amount of years socialism, under quotation, was established, equals 1.4 million each year, and capitalism kills 44.8 million. I found the most biased sources I could find and used those. Hello to Mr. Volgrim. And so this is where the 44.8 million comes from. If we go to r/dankleft and we go to a random comment, I don't want to write it in a random comment section, but okay, let's go to a random comment section. And no, I'm gonna go to my my account, and we're gonna check for the last one, which was posted on dankleft. Okay, I found one in dankleft, which is, I wonder if you've seen this one before. I posted 5 months ago, and I'm gonna, if you type exclamation source 44.8 in this, then there should be a bot showing up which spams the sources in your face. Okay, there's deleted messages. So I think the message I just got should be this, yeah. So the bot replies to you with the sources I used for this, which is here. So 36 million people starve because capitalism doesn't give them food. This is a very high number, and word counts is kind of infamous for over-exaggerating everything. So this is the source I use. So 36 million people starve each year. As you can see, it's, you know, roughly correct. Though I have to assume that they just have a counter which counts up every few seconds. So they, or like every 1 second, so they reach exactly 36 million by the end of the year. And these are the sources I used for this. So whenever you're on dankleft and you want to tell everyone that capitalism killed 44.8 million people, each year, then just write source 44.8 and the bot will tell you all of the sources, which is very nice to have, because I had to manually put the sources in. You see, I have a lot of memes about the 44.8 million number. So here, outdated facts and misinformation, centrist boomers denying climate change, facts. At this time I still said boomer. I think it's sort of ageism by this point, because if you look at boomers, the people at Stonewall were boomers, and the people at which people were boomers? Like Jeremy Corbyn and Bernie Sanders are boomers as well. So, you know, to go boomers bad is just a little bit off, in my opinion. But I said boomers long before anyone else did, so credit to me for being ageist. I'm the dumbest man alive. Capitalism may kill 44.10 million people each year, but it's the best possible economic system. You're clearly dumber. Now, I like this one because I later found out this one was cross-posted on... what's it called? The subreddit, which is Enough Commie Spam. And they cross-posted it there and made fun of, oh, how ridiculous, 44.8 million. And what I did was, I just went to the comment section and posted my sources. And that's how I got banned from r/Enough Commie Spam. The Weather Underground were boomers though. Bernie Sanders actually is silent generation, not a boomer. Okay, technically, but if you ask anyone, they're gonna tell you he's a boomer, because people don't really care about definitions that much. People see an old person and go, boomer. And this I don't like, because it's a generalization. A lot of boomers are pretty nice, actually. My grandparents are nice. Being a boomer is a mindset, not an age thing. Yeah, I thought about making a video about why I think that we shouldn't call people boomers, and one of them is the argument, yes, being a boomer is a mindset, not an age thing. Yes, but then why do we have to call them boomers? That's like the golden one saying, well, yes, I hate the international Jewish conglomerate, but I don't have a problem with Jewish people. Yeah, but then why do you call the people you hate Jewish people? Why do you call the people boomers? Like, why do you call them boomers if it's not an age thing? But let's not discuss this here, because that's not the point here. And I thought about making a video about this. In Russia, boomers are leftists. Yeah, technically, because they want the Soviet Union back. So, okay, you can read this meme here. And I'm gonna mute myself for a second and open a window because it's getting hot in here. Okay, I'm back. As you can see, this meme is just me justifying the 44.4 million memes. Didn't Soft start the whole boomer thing? I don't know who started it, I just don't like it. So this meme is rather generic. It's capitalism causes 44.8 million deaths every year, yeah? Okay, we know. Is it something necessary? Yes. Parasite. And this was a meme about communists not having food before, whether you believe it or not. I changed it. I leftistized it. Yes, that's a word now. Centrists put on fascism. I was criticized because you could say the other one just as well, to say that fascists put on centrism as a mask. And yeah, you could say that. And here, fascists putting on free speech. Hey, then don't you believe in free speech, guys? We have to answer the Jewish question with free speech. And the reply to this is there are some things you don't need to discuss. For example, killing millions of people. Because, you know, no matter what conclusion you come to, you can't do it. That's a no-no. Even when the people are bourgeoisie, yeah, so don't kill the bourgeoisie. Just punish them by taking their stuff. Anyways, what value can you add to the company? I'm going to unionize the employees and spread socialist ideas to bring forth the inevitable revolution. Yeah, when I'm done with college in like 1.5 years, and I ever get a job, I'm gonna unionize every fucking workplace I come across, believe me. Oh, and I'm gonna make everyone vote the Communist Party. Can't wait for it. I'm already doing the same with my fellow students. Yeah, yellow snow is delicious. Facts don't care about your feelings. This is about everything that's to this meme. Ben Shapiro, Turning Point USA. Probably. The probably is important because otherwise that would be a lie. So can I not? Yes. Cool wasp facts. There are over 9,000 different kinds of wasps in the UK alone. Wasps live everywhere but Antarctica. Wasps. Oh, that's a tongue twister. Wasps. Wasps can sting over and over again. Capitalism murders 44.8 million people each year. Yes. And by the way, this was my old Reddit account, doesn't exist anymore. But that's my dead name. You can guess what dead name Jon comes from. So, reasons to be a socialist. Short hours, higher pay, no bosses, no exploitation. Of course, in the beginning this was empty, so, you know, I updated it to make it realistic. Oh, this is an LGBT meme, whatever. A family or friends talks about anything LGBTQ related, me, the expert. I do the same in school, by the way. So I'm the local trans expert. I have a presentation about trans people coming up in school in the first week of January. If you want to, we could have a look at the presentation, though I would have to go through it to make sure that my name isn't anywhere in there, because as I mentioned, I don't want to dox myself. There are two kinds of trans women. We have Tabby and what's her name? Gigi Gorgeous, right? That's Gigi. We have Gigi and we have ContraPoints. This was before ContraPoints had her NB-phobic rant on Twitter, in case you were wondering. So, interview on where do you see yourself in 10 years? Leading the socialist revolution, of course. Oh, and just to mention, all of these memes had like 500 likes or something like that. Some more, some less, but on average like 800. What's it gonna be about? What's gonna be about? Wait, I was at this meme. Oh, my presentation is just gonna be about trans people in general and explain the difference between sex and gender to a bunch of people. So the people who are in college with me are between 20 and 40, so most of them have never heard about trans people, and I'm just gonna tell them what is sex, what is gender, why are they different, what is a trans person, what is a non-binary person, why do they even exist. So I get to talk about gender dysphoria. I have 10 minutes, and I've already planned it at the end. I'm just gonna talk about, just gonna list all of the genders I can think of to reach 9 minutes. And because it has to be exactly 10 minutes or I lose points. So, you know, I'm just gonna list all of the gender identities I can think of. And of course explain what they are. As I don't just wanna list genders because that would be boring. So, if the words you spoke appeared on your skin, would you still be beautiful? Hang all capitalists. That's inciting violence and I don't support it anymore. Have you read Das Kapital yet? Not fully, no. I am currently reading Why Marx Was Right. So for my birthday, 3 months ago, I got a bunch of books because I asked for them. And I got Das Kapital, all of the books in German, of course, the original. And I got Why Marx Was Right, I got Capitalist Realism, I got Fully Automated Luxury Communism, and I got a bunch of books like that. And I decided to begin reading the shorter ones. I also got Logic for the Left, Give Them an Argument. And so with Das Kapital, I've only read the first few chapters, but I'm working on it. So within the next few months, I should do that. Or I'm working on that. So, eat the rich, the workers will rise, capitalism kills 44.8 million a year. And then I just copy-pasted the Communist Manifesto. Because you can use the Communist Manifesto as copy-paste, it's great. So, a normal conversation, me, capitalism kills 44.8 million people each year. Now, from the amount of people from the amount of memes I spammed with 44.8 million in it, you would think that this was a hot meme everyone took part in, but that's not true. Barely anyone posted. I saw one other person meme that this was that this is true, that 44.8 million people were killed by capitalism, but that was just a meta meme, a meme in which they said memes yesterday something, memes today, capitalism kills 44.8 million people each year, and that's all I got. So I wasn't quite successful in spreading that number. Contra opting to complain to her patrons in private instead of giving out a public statement after the Buck Angel debacle really made me sour on her. Yeah, ContraPoints is somewhat controversial nowadays. I agree with that. So, when you buy a well in Africa and then sell the water for a lot of money to people who are dying of dehydration because they have no other water source. from the memes I used, you can see how old it is. I don't use old memes. I just use the current memes mostly. So you can tell that this is a few months old at this point. And of course, this was cross-posted on the memes subreddit and on the dank memes subreddit, and they all didn't like it. But this was around the time that Nestle bought the stuff. Yes, I am Boris Johnson. I'm just secretly trying to make everyone's life worse in order to make them vote Labour. No, I don't think that would work, because Boris Johnson is fucking up the UK and people voted for him regardless. So, I don't know. I don't get it. So, what is the Mario Bros view on capitalism's death toll? Mario says 44.8 million is a low pace to prime for the profit of a few rich old white men. And yes, they're all rich old white men. Luigi says hang the capitalist pigs for their crimes against humanity. I do not support violence. This is just satirical, in case you were wondering. No demonetization, please. So, capitalists, millions starving, normal people. Vicky's Boris confirmed. Yep, confirmed. So, born too late to explore the Earth, born too soon to explore the galaxy, born just in time to smash capitalism. Well, if we don't smash capitalism, we're never gonna get to explore the galaxy, because we're all gonna die on the planet because it's gonna burn because of climate change. So, yeah. Don't you think capitalism will solve global warming? No. Because it won't. And if it goes on rampage and media looks away. Always those evil anti-fascists. In case it's too low res, it's Lenin. Also, that's my channel banner. Without the piggy face, it would be very successful. This meme on the songs, possibly. Because it's very anti-capitalist, this one, of course. The free market will save you from the revolution, liberal. It will not. Yeah, in a video game, exactly. We're just gonna hang the capitalists in a video game. Capitalism is the best possible economic system. It kills 44.8 million people each year. What? 44.8 million people die each year because capitalism can't fulfill their needs. You a commie? And yes, that's the standard reply you get when you mention that capitalism is not perfect. But you're a commie, and then they don't listen to you anymore because they think you're a commie. And then what you have to say, what I've learned, is to use a lot of buzzwords. You just say, no, I'm not a communist. I just think it's important that we openly debate the problems our economic system has on the free marketplace of idea. Don't you think I should freely express my critiques in order to improve the system? And if you say that, they're gonna listen to you. So that works. They've survived for 600 million years without a brain. A ray of hope for supporters of neoliberal capitalism. So, addictions before and after, alcohol, weed, drugs, capitalism. Like, seriously, what happened to Gorbachev? Or is he Gorbachev? Is he Gorbachev or Gorbachev in English? Because he's one in German and the other one in German. One in German and the other one in English. This guy has two names. So, once you've read Capitalist Realism, please make a video on it. I'm on the first chapter of the book. It's a bit bummer, and Mark Fisher's suicide made it worse. Yeah, I wanted to make a video about Capitalist Realism, but I'm gonna show you why I didn't. Because I made a poll, of course. So just look at how Gorbachev gained weight under capitalism, and then they said that it's a good system. So, where is it? Here. I made this poll here, and it says some ideas of video I've had is why capitalism is inefficient, which I've made already, why races don't cause inflation, which I need to make, what fascism is capitalism in decay means, why intellectual property is bad for humanity. The lowest one is Capitalist Realism Explained. And I think it's a bad video idea because it's a bad idea to make this video because most people don't know what capitalist realism is. So most people wouldn't click on that video, so it would be sort of bad. It's discouraged by YouTube. So what? Jeremy Gorbachev. It's always pronounced off. So it's spelled Gorbachev, but you pronounce it Gorbachev. I mean, at least that makes sense, because you know it's. Let's look at how it's spelled in Cyrillic, okay? Cyrillic. See, if this was a video, I would have just stopped recording, googled it, and then looked it up. So, Mikhail Gorbachev, Russian. So, okay, this is his... Okay, this is the German Wikipedia now, whatever. So, it's Mikhail... that's Sergei... whatever. Gorbachev. So, it's Gorbachev. In Russian. Yes, I can read Cyrillic, I just can't speak Russian. Which is an odd combination, but I tried to learn Russian, but then I decided, no, that grammar's complicated. Okay. Was Austria part of NATO in the Cold War? No, Austria was neutral like Switzerland. At least it pretended to be. So it had embassies from the communist countries and from the other countries, and every time they decided to meet, they either met in Austria or in Switzerland. And for this reason, Austria still has one of the UN buildings in it. Yes, Austria has one of the 4 UN buildings of the world. Because they... because Austria was neutral during the Cold War. Okay, so... yeah, that's a capitalism meme. And let's get back to watching the memes. The cow goes moo, the dog goes woof, the elephant goes pow. No, it doesn't, but that's the only one I found. The pig goes, capitalism is fair. I should have put all of those under quotation marks. The elephant goes pabu. I was criticized because... No, it doesn't. Because in reality, an elephant goes... But I didn't know what I should have called that instead. Or which animal, because you think... The cow goes moo, the dog goes woof. I guess the duck goes quack. But I didn't think of that at the time. Hi, hello back to the white wolf. Underline. Lower line? Whatever. Remember kids, choose volleyball and not capitalist exploitation of the workers. Capitalist exploitation of the workers is no cool, guys. So, oh, this one took ages to make and nobody liked it. Oh yeah, East Germans came to West Germany through Austria. Yeah, later, when Hungary opened the border to Austria, a lot of East Germans decided to go to vacation in Hungary and then cross the border. And what Austria did was the classic Austrian strategy of dealing with refugees. They held up a sign saying to Germany, it's that way. And this worked at the time. This worked in the refugee crisis of 2015. It's a great strategy. Just let them go away. So, this one took ages to make because what I did was I pressed F12 in the browser and began to edit stuff. And this took ages, so the views are 7, the likes is 1 like, 1 dislike, 1.2 million incel subs, what Jordan B. Peterson has. Is cock and ball or Judeo-Christian value discussion with Dennis Prager. And I edited every single one of those, okay? I want you to appreciate that because I didn't get nearly enough likes to justify that. So, Jordan B. Peterson tells you how to live, episode 194. FBI agents explains why he isn't prosecuted for his crimes. Jordan Peterson whines about minority rights for 5 minutes. He was talking about trans rights, which in his case means bitching. The famous bourgeois guy did something. Jordan Peterson denies the gender pay gap and by whining. Not just a transfer, but I don't care because I am cis by Antvenom. Yeah, I'm reading out. Yeah, I love the fake videos on the sidebar as well. So, white man, motherhood isn't that hard. Thank you, white man. Jordan Peterson lies in front of other people again. Peterson is incapable of understanding pronouns and the English language. Unfortunately, YouTube cuts off at that point. Because he said that singular they can't exist, but that's not how the English language works. He's a psychologist guy, not a linguistics guy, in case you didn't notice. Okay, next one. Please throw away your trash. So, this is the Identitäre Bewegung, like an Austrian Identity Europa. And, you know, just throw them away. I cross-posted this on some German subreddits. This is, what's wrong, asked the moon. I'm lonely, said, what's wrong, asked the earth. I'm lonely, said the moon. Oh, we'll take care of that, said the earth. Oh shit, said the bourgeois. As you can see, at this point, I still hadn't figured out how to put a border on the text, so it was always just one color, which is very thing. Spelling error, whining, but I appreciate the meme. Oh, I didn't know how to spell. What? Whining, okay. Fuck IB, yeah, fuck the Identitäre Bewegung. Interestingly, one of their guys is... Yes, the logo looks like Overwatch. One of their guys goes to my class in Kolleg. And funny thing is, his mother is German and his father is Czech. No, the other way. His mother is Czech and his father is German. And now he fights for the protection of the Austrian culture against the Muslims. Exactly. Yeah. Also, he tries to protect the Austrian language, but he doesn't speak Austrian. He speaks German, which might not sound different, but it's like the difference between Australian and Queen's English. So, funnily, it's a Czech person defending Austria. I just spilled a lot of water. I'm gonna mute myself to clean up the water. Give me a second. That's what I get for talking while drinking or handling my water while talking. So yeah, identitarians are okay. Maybe some kind of cryptocurrency. What's your goal with the cryptocurrency? Well, what? Maybe some kind of cryptocurrency. All right then. Liberals, when someone mentions that capitalism kills 44.8 million people each year. Does your friend want to liberate the Sudetenland? No, he doesn't, because there are no Germans living there anymore. But he does want Austria to become part of Germany, which isn't quite protecting Austrian culture, but, you know, to be fair, Bavaria is almost Austrian. The accent is different, but yeah, they're pretty similar. But looking at that, Bavaria has a population of 10 million and Austria only has 8 million. So technically, if Austria and Bavaria united, then Bavaria would be the boss. And it would have to be named Bavaria, just because there's more Bavarians in there. Okay, this is the identitarian says, stop the great replacement. Identity Europa, it's whatever, some place I presume. And it's a German one, as you can see, German flags, identitarian flags, and they're hiding because that's what the far right does. And, you know, they're Nazis. What? Say Oachkatzelschwarf right now, or you're not real Austrian. Oachkatzelschwarf. Okay. I mean, that's more Bavarian. But whatever. Oachkatzelschwarf. Okay. So, in case you wonder what an Oachkatzelschwarf is. Let's see if Google knows what I mean. No, it just put me on Google Maps. What the fuck, Google? That's not what I wanted. Is this one? No, no. No, it doesn't. Okay, so this is a Oachkätzchen, and this is a Schwarf. Obviously. Easy. Swastika and other Nazi symbols are banned in Austria too, right? Yes, they are. If someone posts something that can be traced back to Nazi times, it's probably illegal. And I actually saved a web page which shows which symbols are illegal in Austria. For example, illegal, illegal, not illegal, 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 sometimes illegal, illegal, sometimes illegal, sometimes illegal, non-illegal, so because you're crossing it out, it's not illegal, stuff like that. And so sometimes illegal, not illegal. I've had multiple people with this one in my comment section trying to convince me that fascism is not capitalism actually, and that socialists and fascists should work together. I banned them because, you know, I enforce the laws of the country I live in. At least when I agree with them. So this one is illegal, illegal, sometimes illegal, not illegal, not illegal. And yes, there is an exception in the law. If I show them for educational reasons, like right now, I can't be prosecuted for that. So don't worry, I'm safe. Not illegal, that's new fascist parties, like this one, this one, this one. The third way is not yet illegal. And as you can see, the identitarians are not yet illegal. National Socialists of Germany. Wait, that's Nationale Sozialisten. Wow, it's slightly grammatically different. Can you somehow share that link? I'd like to read through this. It's only available in German. But like, if you speak German, I mean, here you go. So, good luck identifying that. But it's really just for Germany, and Austria has almost the same rules. It's a good rule of thumb stuff. Any leftist symbols banned? No. Because Austria never had a leftist dictatorship. So I can show the hammer and sickle all I want to. My discredited handle is perfectly normal. The black sun is actually on the floor of multiple Nazi buildings. Yeah, it's in the building which was the headquarters of the SS during the Nazi times. And it was the spiritual center of the SS beliefs. So yeah, the black sun is very much fascist. It's just not technically illegal. So okay, help starving people, keep hoarding money, bourgeoisie. Just kidding, they don't actually think about this problem at all. You accept the shit, neoliberalism. It's a useful reference. Yeah, it's a useful reference. United we stand against oppression. Now, you recognize this from my wallpaper and from the background of my older videos. What you might see, there's a little difference between this... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. There's a little difference between this one and this one. So this one was supposed to be a left unity one and also LGBT helping. So this one was a post which I posted on Dank Left and then posted everywhere on every subreddit that exists. So like on r/socialism, on r/communism, on r/more tanky chapo, on r/complete anarchy, on r/anarchism, on r/anarcho-communism, on r/anti-fascists of Discord, on r/gay, on r/LGBT, on r/LGBT memes, on r/trans, you know, all of them. I posted everyone. I posted it everywhere, and I got a lot of shit by a lot of people. Because, yes, I later replaced it with the 3 arrows, because the tankies got very angry that there's like 10 anarchist flags in there, which there is. Wait, isn't the GDR symbolic banned in Germany? I'm not sure about that. It's not banned in Austria, that's what I know. I'd have to ask a German for that, or look it up. But you can see that there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 anarchist flags in there and 1 tanky flag. So all of the tankies got offended that there's so many anarchists in there, and all of the anarchists got really triggered because there is a tanky flag in there. And you know, to the hardcore anarchists, I'm gonna say, the tanky flag is just like the Nazi flag, because, you know, left and right are actually the same, but only if they're authoritarian. So I guess it's a version of the horseshoe theory. I don't quite buy it, but as you probably saw in one of my videos, I'm more of a leftist centrist, because I disagree with both tankies and anarchists on some issues and agree on some others. So I guess I'm a leftist centrist. And I removed this and I updated it and added the 3 arrows flag instead. And then nobody was offended anymore. What is that white and black with the... What is that white and black flag in the back towards the bottom? White and black flag towards the back. This one. This is anarcho-pacifism. So it's an anarcho-pacifist flag. I had to look up more flags here. No, not wiki centrist confirmed. Wiki leftist centrist confirmed. Please get it right. So this is the anarcho-pacifist flag. And I ran out of flags to add, and one of those flags, this one here, doesn't even have anything in there. Also, I couldn't identify which flag that was supposed to be. This was World War II propaganda in the beginning. Let's see if I can find this. United we fight. So let's see. No, World War II propaganda. Come on, yeah, there it is. So this is the original post which I edited, and I had to change all of those flags except the Soviet Union one, because I left this one, but then everyone got angry and I almost ran out of flags, which is why there are so many different anarchists in there. So you don't use the center to define yourself at all costs. The center is different in everyone's mind. Yeah, I agree. Can you just explain every one of those flags? What's the red, black, and white with the animal or cat? True enlightened centrism. One of the 3 arrows is anti-communism. Yeah, I learned that later. Opinion on Rosa Luxemburg. I haven't done any research on her and I haven't read anything by her, so no opinion. Okay, I'm gonna go through all of the flags. Plain red banner for socialists, plain black banner for communists, red and black banner for anarcho-communists. This is the Antifa flag. You can't see the red of the socialist flag because it's blocked. This is the LGBT flag. This is the bisexual flag. This is the pansexual flag. This is the asexual flag. And then this is the agender flag. Or I swapped those two because I confused it. This is omnisexual. This one is, I think, poly? Hey, we got 20 viewers. I'm not sure on this one, I'm sorry. This one is a lesbian flag. This one is one of the intersex flags. There's two of those for some reason. It's the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. This is the other intersex flag, in case you were wondering. This one is less common. You made the left values test. It's fun, I'm a centrist Marxist. Yeah, I did the left values test. I also uploaded it. But I don't think you can see it anymore. We'll go over that in later. This one is grey sexual, I believe. And then we have anarcho-queer, anarcho-feminism, just feminism, anarcho-pacifism, anarcho-mutualism, the second intersex one. No, isn't this omnisexual? You see, I don't remember the flags. I knew all of them when I made this, but I forgot this one, and I don't think I know. This one is polyamorous, and this one is polysexual, or the other way around, I'm not sure. This one is a dark red banner for the communists, because we already had socialists, we had communists. When I came down here, I ran out of ideas already. This is anarchists again, but this time with logo. This is American Communist Party. Yes, the black, gray, and white, purple is asexual. Okay. Okay. And then we have this one, which was another gender identity. I'm really sorry, guys. I don't remember this one. And this one is the Social Democrats. The Social Democrats hated this one. No Pan-African flag. No, this one isn't about nationalism. It's no Pan-Africanism, nationalism. It's not about. It's mostly about gender and sexual identity, as well as the people who try to liberate them. That's why we stand against oppression. It's the oppressed groups and those who want to fight the oppression. You see. But it's true, socialists and anarchists would want to help the people in Africa, so Pan-African. Okay, yeah, I think you're right. I think the cat is for syndicalism or something like that. I'm pretty sure this was the specific flag of some American Communist Party. And yes, the three arrows, one of them, they are against Bolshevism. So they're against Bolshevism, monarchism, and fascism. So some people on the left have changed it to a two arrows flag, because why would you need to fight for Bolshevism? But I didn't know that when I added the three arrows. I just got the suggestion and they went, alright. Why would I need to look up the symbolism behind something that's gonna later be a symbol of my YouTube channel? But of course, when I made this, it was just supposed to be a left unity poster, and I never intended on using this on a YouTube channel because I didn't have one. Did you get any whining on the not having a straight flag? No, not at all. Because I didn't post this on subreddits where people whine about that sort of stuff. Might it further when I try to sleep. Get up, you stupid bitch. Okay, this is a trans meme again. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, at this point I supported Vaush. I sometimes enjoy... Also, no, I'm not gonna allow that one. At this point I liked Vaush. I'm not so sure about that anymore. It's called Shabu Tabi. Yeah, it was something about tabby, and then I had to look up what tabby means. It's just a word for a cat. So, now I know. Which is also why on ContraPoint's channel, tabby is called tabby. So, about this meme, at this point I liked Vaush. He's a bit of an asshole sometimes. So, you know, he says he likes left unity, but if you defend the Soviet Union too much, which I sometimes do on accident, because, you know, I'm a centrist. Just kidding, but, you know, but sometimes when I say something about the Soviet Union, then he just goes, you know, you're a fascist. You're as bad as the fascists because you don't think that the Soviet Union killed 20 million people. The Bolsheviks in 1930s Germany were actually very... Oh, sure, I'm gonna show that comment. some comments automatically get reported to me, and then nobody can see them unless I approve them, and some of those have already been not approved. So, you know, here, but I like some of those, like no beard, superior daddy beard, virgin conservative, superior leftist, is gender abolitionist, believes gender is sex, believes gender and sex are the same. So it's an alright meme. I just don't like Wash anymore. Have you talked about Felix, the inspiration of your avatar? I talked about Ferris before. Yes, it's essentially a trans dog whistle, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. Nobody, not a single person, not a soul in the world, absolutely fucking nobody. /right-wing LGBT founder, 50% Nazi, 50% shitposter. The subreddit still operates, in case you were wondering. Someone calling themselves a Nazi, an LGBT Nazi at that, and it's still allowed for some reason. /right-wing LGBT be like, yes, it's Nazis, but in gay, like Röhm. So, guys, I figured out how to defeat the neo-Nazis and the alt-right. We just have to address the concerns and move them to the center again. I call it appeasement. Why hasn't anyone thought about that? It's so obvious. That's how Joe Biden attempts it, because he tries to lure in the Trump supporters with addressing their fears. That's not how you get rid of fascism. I'm sorry. Iron Front, so Sock Dems didn't want to join the United Front, the Einheitsfront. Yeah, true. Wer hat uns verraten? Sozialdemokraten. It means who betrayed us? Social Democrats. It's saying the communists in Germany came up in 1918 when they almost had a communist revolution, but then the Social Democrats worked with the old government instead, and they went for social democracy. Social democracy. You know. Wer hat uns verraten? Sozialdemokraten. Interesting, I'll have to look into it then. What was I talking about? Right-wing LGBT? No. Vaush? No, I don't know. Oh, you're talking to Matt Fizz, okay. What? Oh, Matt, VHS, okay. Me creates value using my own skill and labor. Capitalists. Thoughts on PewDiePie? Well, I think he's a great example of why people don't challenge fascism in their lives. Because everyone knows PewDiePie as the funny video game guy, and people think that he can't be a bad person. He is funny, and I know him, mostly. Or at least you feel like you know him, because you've watched videos so many times. Then he does a fascism, and calls for the extermination of Jewish people. All of them. And everyone goes, nah, he can't be bad, because I liked his videos. And this shows that people, once they've invested a lot of time and energy into something, or believing something, really don't want that to change. And then everyone defends PewDiePie saying fascism, because they liked him before. So that's thoughts on PewDiePie. And he didn't only do it once, because he also yelled the N-word and made jokes about killing all Jewish people. So it's more than once. And the strangest part is that he doesn't seem to have the foresight to consider that joking about killing all Jewish people is bad, because he could have edited out of the video. And I remember watching that one in his original Oopsie, and I thought, why the fuck did you not edit this out, you fucking idiot? And I knew it was gonna be a problem, and I knew it was stupid. At this time I was still somewhat on his side, but look, I used to be quite a normie, yeah? Yeah, oopsie, I accidentally called for genocide. So I once made a meme about PewDiePie. I'm not sure if it's in here. I'm gonna skip a bunch of memes. No, I'm just gonna look if I can find the... no, that's not what I meant to do. If I can find the meme, which I posted on r/PewDiePie, I got banned from there. What was it? Because it seriously was a meme about when you call for genocide on accident again with PewDiePie, and I got banned from r/PewDiePie. So that's how I got banned from that subreddit. But I can't see it right now, so maybe I took it out. And doesn't bat an eye to the Daily Stormer rebranding itself as the #1 PewDiePie fan site. Yeah, exactly. He doesn't seem to give a shit about fascism, or whether he supports it or not. He seems like a real centrist. Like, yeah, Minions me, we'll get to that. But that's PewDiePie. So, you won't believe what those men did. Woke leftist 9123. It's worse when they want to normalize it by saying it's just a joke, it was a gamer moment, epic gamer moment, did you see? Yeah, that really doesn't improve much about calling for genocide. Please don't let the cat out, no matter what it tells you. I have the addresses of the CEOs that are destroying the climate. My throat is beginning to hurt. Give me a second to drink a little, so I can keep talking. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. I'm not used to recording, talking for... Well, I've been online for an hour right now. That's more than... normal. We were all normies once. Yeah, that's why I don't like bashing libs, because, you know, I didn't get born saying smash capitalists for stealing from the workers. I had no clue about that, and I used to be somewhat of a centrist. You can see that in my political journey video. So, you know, I don't think it makes sense to bully people for being normies or for being centrists, because, you know, and a lot of leftists used to be right-wing before, because, to be honest, about the right-wing, it's very comforting to have an easy worldview and just tell yourself everything is bad because insert minority. But, you know, later when you get older, you realize it's not quite accurate, and then everything is shit because, maybe not because of the minorities, but because of the system which we live in. So, I was born with the copy of Das Kapital in my hands. That's impressive, then you're unique. You should be leader of the worldwide socialist movement. Okay, let's get back to the memes. This one, it's happening, we're quarantined, communist Reddit. So, r/Donald was quarantined some time ago, and, you know, communist Reddit. And so I decided to meme it with, once a big private company quarantined a conservative subpage, the final stage of the revolution will have been achieved and capitalism will have been destroyed forever, by Karl Marx. You know what happens when you bash libs from the left? They move to the other direction. Yeah, but sometimes. It depends. Because the argument of, well, if you call someone a Nazi, then they will become a Nazi. Well, feminists have been called Nazis for the past 5 years and they're not Nazis yet, so there's evidently not that much to that theory, but I think it's counterproductive to bash libs, yeah. Because after all, most liberal people know that shit's on fire. Most people have realized that stuff's not going well, they just don't know how to solve it, and when they hear communism, they think 100 million deaths, which is what my next video is about. Serving people, hey, can you give us some of your money so we don't die, capitalists? No. Oh god, that was awful. No. I'm going to the pool. Have a nice stream. Yeah, see ya. A perfect for r/cultural Marxism IRL. The sub didn't exist at the time. So that's how long ago we're looking at me. So, the Kulaks is... Oh god. I'm gonna get so much flack for this one. I made this before I read a lot about the Kulaks. And I wouldn't say they deserved worse. But I cannot, just ignore it. This one was supposed to appease the tankies. Just forget about this. Okay, I wasn't woke enough at the time. Gulag will feature in my next video as well. And in that one, I will not accidentally say something wrong. And no, I don't think they deserved worse anymore. Please don't crucify me. Capitalism promotes innovation and solves problems. Also capitalists. Pre-cracked egg. I did a push-up today. Well, actually I did nothing all day and I saw surplus value from my employees. Close enough. Now I need a $2 million car. The Kulaks did not deserve worse. I will not say anything about the Kulaks anymore. You can hear more about them in the next. We need to educate the libs on what communism actually is. Well, I have a video about the true death toll of communism coming up, and it's probably gonna be done by today. So, this one should lure in the libs because it sounds like, oh, this is the real death toll of communism, and the result is that most of the deaths seem to be mismanagement by an autocratic government, and autocratic governments are not what socialism is about, so you can't blame socialism for mismanagement of Stalin or Mao. Spoiler. I made minion memes. The reason for this was that someone said, well, the we need to somehow make memes for the middle-aged moms on Facebook, and they only like minion memes. So the revolution will start with woke minion memes. So we get posting minion memes because, you know, in the hopes that people would like them. So when you and the comrades successfully destroy an ICE detention camp. Yes. Have you heard liberals think that capitalism reduces poverty? Silly lips. A neoliberal guide to becoming rich in capitalism. I think it would be under capitalism from a grammar standpoint. So, first, be born rich. Thank you for listening to my guide. Yep, that's it pretty much. There's barely another way to get rich in capitalism. You could win the lottery, or be really lucky and have your IT startup become big, but the time of IT startups is over as well, so... and have your magic stuff. Mini memes should be illegal as they are against Sharia law. Okay, thank you for listening to my guide. Yeah, that's the... There are other ways to become rich, but there are no other reliable ways to become rich. So, when you support trans rights in a non-trans subreddit, yeah, true, oppressed gay sounds. Again, this is a trans subreddit, trans meme, which is not for the leftist subreddit. Liberals when they see that capitalism creates massive inequality in the world. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. Has anyone heard of Occupy ICE? They talk about it a lot on the Coffee with Comrades podcast. I have never heard about this. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna write that down. Occupy ICE. And I'm gonna have a look at that later. Corrupt politicians. Climate change isn't a real big concern for us. We have time to sort this out. Climate crisis. Every day I grow more powerful. You cannot stop the climate crisis. Originally this was about dysphoria and I stole it from trans, r/trans. This one was a trans meme again, and this is the final version of the United Stand Against Oppression. This one I drew, and it was a lot of work. At this point I had already switched to my real name account. We want the people we hate to stop existing and we're ready to do it ourselves. That's Nazis, you know? Identitarians. The Iron Cross is in Austria almost exclusively used by Nazis, but in Germany it's apparently used by the army and I was criticized for putting it in there. So we want the people we hate to stop existing and we're ready to do it ourselves. We don't want them to do that. I literally can't tell the difference. That's centrist, yeah? To me, every American party is centrist. And also the capitalists are down there going, as long as they're fighting amongst themselves, they're not fighting me. And he's right. He's right. Garlic is eating Western civilization. Another trans meme. Socialist furries, global capitalism. Believe it or not, there is socialist furry subreddits. I believe r/Karl Barks or something. So I cross-posted this on there to grow dank left further. Police? No thanks. I only want to lick the boots of cute anime girls, not of class traitors. This is the most sexual one in there. Roses are red, violets are blue. Fascism in the US is not something I thought I'd see. If Korea can have a military parade, why can't we? Yeah, why can't we? There was when Trump tried to do his military parade in July. Family. Hey, don't you want to take off your sweater? It's pretty hot today. Me? No. This is a dysphoria meme. Another trans meme. So, there's a lot of meme. Okay, this one is good. The revolution will start when a bunch of millennials take over a military base and realize that no power on earth is stronger than the united working class. Yeah, of course. This is about the Area 51 raid, which everyone wanted to do. And, you know, the realization that they can't stop all of us, which this meme is also about. The realization that they can't stop all of us, millennials, potential revolutionaries. That the revolution will start once all of the millennials storm a military base and realize that no power on earth is stronger than the united working class. Unfortunately, nobody showed up to raid Area 51. So, memes about solidarity, workers, unionized workplace. A mirror. No, this one is this for a meme again. This is Bill. Bill wants to overthrow the bourgeois state and abolish the class system. Be like Bill. Thank you, Bill. Very cool. One of the few gender-neutral bathrooms in the UK. This one can be posted on Tra, and on the Dank Left subreddit, which makes it good. This is when your gender changes, but your sexuality doesn't. Skiddy, you're not gay. Milkshakes. Alt-right boys that want a race war but can't do their own laundry. Yeah, They are scared. What do you use to make memes? GIMP, the Photoshop of communists. Because it's free. No critical thinking allowed. Dear Diary, today I made memes for my comrades. It was a good day. Yeah, that's what I did there. There is another meme about that. We don't have time to go all of those anyway, so you know, you can just go to my Reddit account, like this one. We have to show off this one. You can just go to my Reddit account and look at my memes there. So, I exploited workers to get those cars. No, Donald, it's a... Should I do a Bernie Sanders impression? I don't think I should, no. No, Donald, it's immoral for you to take the to take your work as surplus value. Your work is as an apostrophe in there. You have to share. What are you gonna do to make me? Yes, what are you gonna do? Make me? Yes, I hereby seize this car in the name of the democratically elected government. Oh no! I use the power of the democratically elected government to enforce the will of the majority. This is the worst meme I've ever made, but it's also so good. And I just now realized I should have posted this on r/comedyheaven. It was originally about the government being evil and seizing stuff. Yeah, do it. Do what? Oh, you want a Bernie Sanders impression? No, Donald, it is immoral for you to take your work as surplus value. No, I barely know how he talks because I never hear speeches from him. I'm sorry. Just ignore this. I wonder if I'll get demonetized for showing dead bodies. You didn't see anything. This is Bush painting his favorite war crimes he caused. Thank you, George? Jeb. His name is Jeb Bush, right? Is it George? No, it's George W. Bush. Right? George. What's Jeb Bush? For fuck's sake. When I hear someone says capitalism... What? I put a typo in there. I'm dyslexic, so I barely notice my typo. So, capitalism is the best economic system, even if it kills 44.8 million people each year. Die. Wait, don't jump. If you kill yourself, you'll never see the revolution. The only thing keeping us alive. Because, you know, life's pretty shit in capitalism. With alienation and such. Interesting, it's the same meme as before. You can contain me, but you can't contain the revolution. But I wanted to show off the... Okay, apparently I can't find it. A fascist recruiter today. Did you? Your Santa sounds like an android. Well, yeah, I'm not good at imitating voices. So I'm sorry. Mark Zuckerberg on billionaires. No one deserves to have that much money. Millionaires, billionaires. Fun fact, he's a billionaire. You know, so... this one is epic. Well, not epic, it's actually horrifying. It's good bad. Well, I hope so. Migrant children quietly being adopted after their parents are deported. Report. Now, in the present convention, genocide means any of the following acts committed with intent to destroy in whole or in part a national, ethical, racial or religious group. As such, forcibly transferring children of the group to another group. Genocide. What Trump is doing is, if you separate the children of a group and put them to another one, you are thereby destroying their culture since you're having them grow up with parents of another culture. That's genocide. And the reason that's defined as genocide is... the reason that's defined as genocide is because the Native Americans were killed that way. Via being deported separate from their children. That's how they did it. So, you know, what Trump is doing is genocide. Technically. So, when 1/8 of the people on Earth are starving, but they haven't figured out that you caused it. Well, in this one I used Bezos to represent the whole bourgeoisie, so, you know, kinda. Trump is a gamer, yeah, he does some epic gamer moments. Remember that 71% of East Germans did not want the reunification of Germany. Clarification. They didn't like the German Democratic Republic as it was going on, but they wanted a better, newer German Democratic Republic with good relations to the West and to tear down that wall. They did not want the reunification, and in Germany, this is common knowledge, the reunification was, you know, kind of shit for the people of East Germany. And in case you wondered why it still happened, it's because the West German Chancellor Kohl wanted to get re-elected. And the 71% number comes from a report in Der Spiegel, which is a major and at the time trusted German newspaper. Now, It's a little bit less quality nowadays, but it used to be very trusted, believe me. So it's a credible source if you want to believe credible sources about this. So only 29% of the question Germans actually want a reunification. Isn't that epic? So, communism is bad. 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 I disagree. Well, you're just brainwashed by commie propaganda. Well, thank you, liberals. Very cool. This is the last meme. The West literally colonized East Germany. You could call it that, yeah. Some German leftists go as far as to call it colonization, because they did exactly the same thing. They destroyed the local economy. They exploited the high unemployment, pay everyone incredibly low wages. The eastern states have a lower minimum wage than the western states, for example, at least in internships. So, which is deliberately done by the government in Berlin. Because, you know, that's kind of how you do colonization. You have separate laws for separate places. Okay, give me 1 second and we'll move on to the next part, because this is the last meme I have. So, here goes the next part of the stream in a second. No, the mute button didn't work just now. That's strange. I wonder what causes that. Anyways. So, now we're gonna have a look at my YouTube channel, and we're gonna go through the entire year chronologically, and then we're gonna go over what I plan on doing next year. So, once I'm done with that. And so, this is my channel. As you can see, I have, today I just reached 1,730 subscribers at time of recording. Probably gonna increase by like 5 until the end of the year, which is in 2 days. So you can see this is the live stream, and this is my videos. And this is what the videos page looks like for me, which is different from what it looks like for you, because for you it looks, let me open YouTube with another account. And wait, now I'm listening to the account, to the live stream from my other account. That's gonna echo. So no, this one. And this should be how it looks for you. So we put this here and this here. And you can see that some videos are missing. For example, this is the destroyed, and... Or can you? No, because I'm at view as subscriber, okay. Because the reason I thought it was different is because I began to take some of my videos offline. Because some of my videos were shit, to be honest. So if we look at this one, leftists don't value tolerance, feed PragerU. And... You know what, let's go over why I removed them later, and let's just go over the chronological order of what happened this year. At the start of my channel, because I didn't even want to make a YouTube channel in the beginning. Fun fact. You saw all of the memes I did, and I liked my memes because I got a lot of likes from my memes. And I loved my memes. But, you should be able to hear me. Why are you asking what's happening? Well, we're looking at my channel now. And I have to be careful that I don't accidentally show off something I'm not allowed to show. But I can show this one. Yes. So, this is a list of all of my videos. We can see, and you can see which ones are demonetized, which ones aren't. And you can see it's almost all of them, I think. Yeah, I have 54 and you can see 50 here. So, Biggie, you should join my communist farmers commune in Minecraft. Oh. Join the Discord and PM me the IP and I'm gonna join it. Sure, I like Minecraft. So, and this is, let's go to my very first video. And my very first video was a staggering success. It was my most viewed video so far. And it has, it's called Destroying Ben Shapiro's Destroys Karl Marx in 60 seconds in 120 seconds. And it was published on the 29th of July 2019, and it got 7,500 views, and that was pretty epic and way more than I expected. I uploaded this video, and within a day I had 500 subscribers. And at that point I decided, oh, alright, I guess I'm doing this now, and started uploading YouTube videos. For this you have to know, I had YouTube channels for a long time, under very different names, and I always made German videos, because I wasn't very confident in my English at the time. I wasn't confident in my English when I made this video either. Then after doing a few videos I noticed, well, nobody seems to make fun of my English, so I guess it's alright. And I used to do Minecraft Let's Plays in German, for example, and nobody ever watched it. Do a Hoi 4 playthrough. You're gonna laugh at this, but I used to make Hoi 4 tutorials. Unfortunately, I deleted the channel on which I uploaded them, but I used to, and I had 2 subscribers, but they were loyal, they commented on every video. But then one of them told me, no, I don't like you anymore, and unsubbed, and then I became depressed and stopped. Because, of course, it was a lot of work. I made a 30-minute video, which takes like 1.5 hours to record and to render for a Let's Play. Well, for my videos now, it takes a lot more. I've been working on the video of tomorrow for the entire week now. But that was a lot of work, so 1.5 hours per video. Per Hoi 4 video, and then nobody watched it, so I decided that it's not a good return on my investment of time, so I didn't. And this video was just supposed to be a meme like any other. Of course, you can't upload memes that long to meme subreddits, so I made this sort of as a meme, because the title in itself is a meme. Destroying Ben Shapiro destroys socialism. Because where's the title? Doesn't say the title. Okay, click on this. View on YouTube, and pause it immediately. So, as you can see, destroying Ben Shapiro destroys Karl Marx in 60 seconds and 273 seconds. That title is a meme in itself. It was supposed to be sort of a meme, and of course I posted on r/breadtube, where it immediately got 1,600 subscribers before being deleted. The reason is r/breadtube does not allow likes. No, it doesn't allow clickbait. And of course, destroying is clickbait, so it got deleted. But like a load of people saw this, and a load of people subscribed, and I had got so many encouraging comments that I decided, okay, I'm doing this now. I'm doing a YouTube channel, and began to work on this. As you can see, most of the views came here within this day, and then it just slowly grew over the last 156 days apparently. And we could look at the stats, for example, the audience retention. People didn't watch. Like 25% of people stopped watching within the first 10 seconds. And if we watch it, okay, let's watch the first few seconds, okay, and you'll know what I mean. Let me stop the music.
Came across this. Ben Shapiro. So I was scrolling through YouTube the other day and I came across this. Ben Shapiro destroys Karl Marx in 60 seconds. And I think that's a little unfortunate, because Karl Marx went like...
Do you hear that audio quality? It was horrible. And it stayed like that for half of my videos, because I didn't have a new microphone, and I wasn't confident enough to ask anyone for money for a microphone. So it was kind of a disaster, this video, but it still got so many views and likes, and I said, okay, I'm doing this now. And I began making the channel. So this is why the audience dropped by 30% in the first 10 seconds. And then it slowly drops. It always does. People have something else to do and just click away. So that's regular. And that's how my YouTube channel started. With this video, I didn't want to make YouTube videos, but then I got so many likes. I loved likes. Yeah, please don't acknowledge the fact that you can see how much money I made with this video, because YouTube does not like when you tell anyone. So, then I made the next video, which is PragerU doesn't understand socialism. It was a reply video to PragerU. It got a lot more dislikes. It was like 10 times as long as, and it got 1/4 the views. So, you know, it was eh. And then I believe it was this one where I got a comment which was, hey, how do you think we can sustain innovation while abolishing capitalism? And I went, oh, I'm gonna make a video on that. And I made a video on that, which is this video here, which why capitalism doesn't lead to innovation, animated. And
Hello.
it's...
Hello everybody. Hello everybody.
What, can you see that? That slide.
Hello. Hello.
Why don't I do that anymore? That's amazing.
Hello everybody.
I should do that. Huh.
Today we're gonna talk about capitalism and innovation.
I'm amazed by
Hello
this slide.
everybody. Today we're gonna...
I got this by Eli. I'm gonna say Eli.
I'm sorry. Asking me to
Ooh,
make
that audio quality. Yeah, it was horrible. And this was my first. This is a fully animated video,
we create innovation.
which was a
Let's go.
shitload of
If you
work.
support
So I
capitalism,
barely do that anymore.
let's say we have two rival businesses and we
So.
call them Red and Blue. They both sell the same
Because just
thing.
this.
It works. Let's say we have two rival businesses and we call them Red and Blue.
This is the full audio. It was very quiet. So as you can see, I had to draw this background and then the gray background, and I had to make a little cloud animation, and I had to paint two shops, which is the same, just mirrored and with the text change.
They both sell
But-
the same product, just in different colors.
It was so much work to draw all of that, and barely anyone watched it. This video had 400 views within 1 week of being uploaded. Well, this one had 6,000, and this one had 1,500. So, you know, it's... And I don't do fully animated videos like that anymore. And when we talk about the future, I see that comments are already saying, I love the animated videos, I know they take longer, but they're so good, yes. And I will focus on those in the future, and I will get into that in a second. As you can see, this PragerU doesn't understand socialism, and PragerU, John Peterson doesn't understand psychology, and he really should, are both unlisted now for some mysterious reason I'll get into later. So, to continue to talk about this for a second, this is from this lesson I learned that just because I put a shitload of work into a video doesn't mean anyone watched it. That's the lesson I learned from this. So I did the low quality videos in which I just watch a video of someone and then just say why I don't like it. And you know, that's a low quality video. That's a low quality video. But everyone liked it, so I posted more of those. And I decided I would make both high quality videos and shitty reply videos. And I've changed my mind about that since then, but at the time I did so. So you can see a mix. You can see Capitalist Production Explained, which explains the labor theory of value, and then a reply video to someone who said Jeff Bezos isn't as rich as you think, and also taxing him is also taking his stuff is a bad idea, because if you take it, then you only have it one time, you know, and you don't have it sustainably. It's not like we want to take his shares in the company and profit of it and give the profit to either the government or the community in order to help everyone. But that's so you can see I've made an animated video here, then I made a bunch of reply videos, and then more reply videos, and then I made this one. And my idea at the time was I was gonna mostly make reply videos like PragerU being misinformed about sex, and then when I had to make points, why did you change the bandana in your profile picture? I'll get into that in a second. And when I had something which I had to rehash sometimes, so like when talking about sex and debunking transgender madness in 2 minutes, in 12 minutes, and I had to explain the difference between sex and gender every time, so I uploaded a video which explains the difference between sex and gender. And that was my idea. I would make reply videos with videos in between which would explain the common points. For example, when I say that capitalists are exploiting, then I can just point towards this video on capitalist production. People know, oh, this is why it's exploiting. I can just link the video. Okay, let me go to the chat. Do you plan to redo those videos? I've thought about it, because the capitalist production videos, look at this one. Let's just watch it.
Hello everybody. Today we're going to look at capitalist production through the lens of Marxism.
Isn't that epic? So it's just, hello everybody. No, it's more, hello everybody. Today we're going to look at the at capitalist production through the lens of Marxism. And this, I feel like you're too driven by analytics. Well, that's what you have to do if you make videos. But yes, I did change my attitude towards analytics at the time, by now, so I'll get into that in a second. But I could definitely make this better. I could have way better audio quality, I could make better animations. Like, this animation background in itself is... like, now I would just put a black background, change the outlines to white, and have it look that way. I can show you what I mean when we get to the... let me show you what I mean with a newer video of mine. Let's get back to where's the highest quality video I think I've done so far is the video on the Paris Commune. which is, if we look at it here,
In
so,
1871.
as you can see, way better. Just plain black with white text on it.
For a few
It
months,
looks a little
English
bit
was
depressing, but I think it's
energy
alright.
the pollution
And you see,
which led to
I
people
can just
who used to be farmers
and
to be unemployed. So farmers were huge amounts of
you see, I just use images instead of drawing everything myself, which is actually legal under copyright law in Austria and all of Europe, as well as North America, which is where most of my viewers are from. So you know, and I believe this is my highest quality video. This is the one I'm most proud of, just because it has such nice quality. And this is my channel trailer because for that reason. Also, it has a nice opening. And openings are important because if people don't continue to watch them, they're worthless. So yes, I could redo those videos, but then I thought I still have so many topics I have not yet made a video about, so I might redo them later. Maybe if my audio quality improves even further, because if I actually get a real microphone instead of a $60 one, a €60 one, then my audio quality would be even better. And my voice acting needs improvement as well, and my animation skills. So I could redo them, but then I might have to redo them even later. So now, why did you change the bandana in your profile picture? To get back to the question before I forget about it. I'm gonna show you what my old one was. And this one used to be my profile picture. As you can see, there's an A on there for anarchy. This is the one I have now. Why did I change it? Because when I made this one, I just tried to, you know, leftist Ferris, as a trans dog whistle, in case you wondered. But I didn't really know a lot about socialism or anarchism at the time. Then I learned a lot about socialism. I read a lot of theory. I'm still reading on it. But I have not read any anarchist theory, and I don't really agree with anarchists on most things. Also, I didn't want to scare off the liberals, so I just changed it to this. Which is more boring, I agree, but it's what I have. Give 1 second, I need to drink something. So, to reply to the "you are too driven by analytics," I agree. I was too driven by analytics because the quality of your editing has increased significantly. Yeah, I think so as well, because it used to be pretty bad and now it's, you know, good. I would say so. I would say it's good. And I used to be very analytics driven. As you can see, I quickly learned that making a video about this guy animating why he thinks UBI is bad, and me replying to it gets few views. And me destroying Ben Shapiro is the most manipulative tactic used by socialists gets a lot of views. And so I decided that I would reply to PragerU and Ben Shapiro mostly because they seem to be very popular. At least on Reddit. Most of these high view numbers, like the 5,000 views here, they didn't happen because YouTube recommended this video to 5,000 random people. They happened because I posted this on r/BreadTube and the people upvoted it. So what BreadTube upvoted sort of became the filter of what I would upload. And BreadTube didn't like Capitalist Production Explained, probably because they already know it. But BreadTube loved me destroying BreadTube. So I used to make a lot of the videos that I thought Reddit would like instead of the ones which I thought were good. And as you can see, they're all unlisted now, which we'll get to it in a second. And you can see that I made a lot of reply videos to all kinds of people. And then this is an animated one, then worker co-ops and what socialism is explained. And this got, as you can see, only 400 views, which is not a lot. A lot of comments, but that's basically it. So, it's a high quality one. It took a lot of work to do, but few people watched it, which of course discourages me, because the video about me replying to PragerU being wrong about gender identity got more views. This one took like 1 weekend to make. This one took 2 hours to make. So, you know, I do take it into consideration, which people like to see. Then PragerU doesn't understand gender and fact. What? Left versus PragerU versus fact. PragerU doesn't understand gender. I'm gonna take this one offline and I'm gonna tell you later. I'm gonna tell you why later. Of course, I don't delete them because I want to keep them. And you can see a lot of these videos are offline now because I'll get into it a little bit later. I always say that now, so I hope I will. This one is my political compass, which got 500 views, which is impressive for such a video because I didn't think anyone would watch it. And then we have the death toll of capitalism. We have the fact check on leftists don't value tolerance. We have the communism is bad, here's why, is bad, here's why. I enjoyed the worker co-op video. Yeah, I liked it as well. I liked high quality videos more because it's something I can be proud of. Whenever I upload a video of me yelling at PragerU, A, I feel like shit because PragerU videos make me feel bad because it's exhausting. And B, I don't feel like I did a good job because it's low quality, there's barely any effort in it. So, and I'm always afraid that I made a mistake because in one of the videos I said that Karl Marx invented communism. He didn't. Communism has been around for as the word communism, and communism is a political concept. But no, the communism has been around before then, and I was afraid of making mistakes like that, which is very easy if you, without a script, just yell at PragerU. So I'm not too proud of those videos. Like here, why facts care about your feelings with about Ben Shapiro. I like this one. Like the B movie, a Marxist analysis. This one got linked to by DeFranco. James, what's his name? Something DeFranco. Philip DeFranco. It is exhausting listening to their videos. Yeah, it is. PragerU videos. And Philip DeFranco linked my B movie video as a meme. So I got like 6,000 views and 100 subscribers from that, which was nice. And as you can see, my... Can I get back, please? Come on, get back to my analytics, YouTube. Thank you. As you can see, it's... Where is it? It's down here. It's got copyright claimed. The full thing. But because the copyright holder is nice, I'm allowed to have it uploaded. Same isn't true for the ants video. But so, then there's my 8 values test, which I took offline for some reason. And my left values test, which is online. I think I'm gonna put the test online. Ben Shapiro doesn't understand the healthcare debate. The death of the American dream film. This was the longest animated video until today, because today I'm going to upload the longer one. Hey, you guys want to see spoilers for the next video? We can have a look at parts of it if you want to. Just as a little spoiler for those who watch the stream. If you want to. But anyways, this is the longest video with the script I had until that point. Or still have to this point. And it's about this propaganda thing which has been on YouTube for years now. Bugs Life, a Marxist analysis, which got like 3,000 views. From this I learned that the Marxist analysis videos are really liked by the people, so I did that. Then someone asked me to browse right-wing memes, and I did. Okay, you're saying yes, so you wanna see little spoilers. Okay, we can watch a little bit. Looking at right-wing memes. The story of the Paris Commune, which, as I mentioned, is probably my favorite video I've made. It's very high effort, it's very well researched, it's perfect pretty much. It's, if you, fun fact, fun life fact, if you search for the Paris Commune, guess what you find? You find, okay, Bad Mouse Productions video, obviously a big channel. The Step Back History, I suppose it's a big channel, and then my video. So, 10% of the people who get my views actually search for the Paris Commune, then see my video and then subscribe. So, you know, putting a lot of effort into this one really was worth it. So that's good. And I think YouTube, if you go to the analytics, ignore the revenue part, and you get to the subscribers, you can see how many people subscribed when they saw this video. So someone clicked on this video and then hit the subscribe button under this video, which is only 4. Nice how you do search in incognito mode. I do? No, I just opened a new tab. It's not incognito mode. Incognito mode looks like this, with the little mask up there. This one doesn't have a mask. So this one was a rather well-received video, which is good. But the looking at memes got more views, so Then I did a Marxist analysis of the room, which nobody liked, or like fewer people watched. And then I made a making of, in case anyone wondered what's this is my least viewed video in total. So, lesson learned. I will not make making ofs anymore because nobody likes them. Okay, now I'm getting cold. I have to close my window. Give me a second. And standing up just made me realize that I would quite like to go to the toilet, so give me a minute or two. Never mind, the toilet is occupied, so I guess I'll try again in a few minutes. Anyways, where were we? I understand I meant search. Sometimes the searches are more accurate when you do it while not signed in. Yeah, that's what I have the Microsoft Edge browser for, which I never use for anything. And I go to youtube.com. I don't even think I am logged into an account in this one. So, you see Microsoft Edge is not very fast. So if we search for the Paris Commune here. What? Paris Commune? Because of course when YouTube tells you its search results, it takes into account what your videos were. And you can see it's down there. So, you know, it depends on your viewing history. And you can see this video has subtitles because most of my videos have subtitles. At least the ones with the script do. Because, yeah, for people who can't hear as well. But yes, I agree. You need to do searches in incognito mode if you want the real results. And so we have Fascism is Capitalism in Decay, which I'm also very proud of, which got very popular for some reason. And yeah, it got very popular. It's monetized. It's very nice. This one is limited because I don't know why. Add suitability. After it has been confirmed, it's not suitable for most advertisers. Probably because I mentioned that in the end of the movie, spoiler, in the end of the room, Johnny commits suicide, which is probably why this video is demonetized. Because not only did I talk about this, not only did I talk about this stuff, about the suicide. I did not only talk about it, I also showed the video of when he does it. So, you know, that happens. So this Fascism, Capitalism. You can see most of my videos are monetized. I keep them advertiser friendly. Have you sent an email to ThoughtSlam to be featured on the Eyeball Zone? Yes, I have. The Serfs. Fun fact, the Serfs. I've never heard about them before. But under my very first video, this one, if we go to the comment section, guess who you're gonna find?
So I was scrolling through YouTube the other day.
Okay, please don't. This audio is awful. You're gonna find the Serfs in there. Because, yeah, here. This is brilliant. Gonna signal boost you later today. So, you know, apparently they already signal boosted me. Whoever that is. I'm sorry, but I'm not on YouTube that much. So I suppose they signal boost smaller channels is like a podcast. 1.5 hours. That's some nice short videos. So yeah, I will look at it. So yes, I have sent an email to ThoughtSlam to be featured in the Eyeball Zone, but I already regret it because the videos I sent were worse than the videos I would make now. Because at the time, the video I made was the video in the Paris Commune, which is a good one. And I believe the Marxist analysis of the room and this one. Which are videos I'm proud of, but I could do better now. The video that I'm gonna release today, which we're gonna look at later, is... what was I gonna say? the video which we're gonna watch later today, which is the video that's gonna come out today about the death toll of communism, is probably better than the videos I made at that point in time. So I always regret that email that I sent it that early, because, you know, I did. But yes, I did everything in my power to get signal boosted. So where were we? Right, we were at this. This one was just me rambling about YouTube walkout. It didn't get a lot of views, but I didn't expect it to. I just wanted to get the stuff I had to say out there and let everyone know. Here, Ben Shapiro crushes atheism. So this was my. You may notice that at this point I had done 4 scripted videos in a row. So I did 4 scripted videos in a row, alright? And at this point I decided, well, I probably don't want to do the low quality videos anymore because they're not good. But then I noticed, well, they're barely getting 1,000 views, so maybe the subscribers want to see me shitting on Ben Shapiro. And it was sort of a filler video because it was an extra video. And it got a lot of views, so I was right, I suppose. So Ben Shapiro crushes atheism, doesn't actually crush anything. It's just a short reply video. This one was meant to imitate my first video, which everyone liked. But this one nobody liked, so, you know. This is the state of Austrian politics. Part 2. Part 1 is somewhere down there and I skipped it. And this one is scripted, it is well done, I like it, I think it deserves more views. Browsing r/dank left for memes and to feed the YouTube algorithm. Since my first meme video got 1,200 views, I expected this one to do well as well. No. So this one's about PragerU 1 Christmas. It's not that long ago, like 2 weeks, and it's already unlisted. And from Interest to Marxist Revolutionary, My Political Journey, and the Ants video. The Ants video did incredibly bad, interestingly, so whatever it is. So that's all of my videos. I came up with a theory about my channel, which I'm going to tell you as soon as I've tried to go to the toilet again. Just give me a second. It took me until now to realize that it says short peak instead of short break, which is, you know, objectively funny. Short peak. Alright. Some that wasn't on purpose. Ignore that. Please let it not be a theory like Hassan Piker from YouTube thinks YouTube algorithm has a bias against this channel. No, I don't think it has a bias against my channel. I think it just, you know, treats my channel like any other and randomly recommends my videos to people. So here is how I imagine a random person on YouTube interacts with my YouTube channel. You hadn't noticed the beak answer, that's good. So here's how I imagine a random person interacting with my YouTube channel. Let's pick a YouTube video of my channel at random. This one. Or no, not this one. Because my higher quality videos get recommended more because the people watch them for longer. So, didn't you have to re-upload the dance video? I re-uploaded it 4 times. But this one did not get claimed yet, so we have a good chance that it will stay up. At least I hope so. Okay, I'm back, sorry. A person would probably find my channel via seeing a high quality video. Let's actually open my channel with this account, and let's say you see this video, the Marxist analysis of The Room, and you'd enjoy it, you watch it all the way through, or you like, and then you see, oh, the B movie, yeah, that sounds nice, and then you watch the B movie video, and this one is nice, it's very high quality. YouTube likes to recommend my quality videos because they are high quality, they take a lot of work, but of course, people watch them all the way through because it's good to look at all the way, it's nicely edited, it has good pacing. I'm just gonna like myself with the other account. And so people watch them all the way through, and then they get a recommendation for this. Which is me yelling at other people for 26 minutes. Then they think, oh, it's that kind of channel. Because most people prefer the quality videos over the me yelling videos. Some people like the me yelling videos. I did a poll on my channel about this. But most people either don't like these videos or don't care. And so someone new comes to my channel, clicks at my video, and my next video, and my next video, and my next video. And then they see a video like that, which is, you know, 26 minutes of me just unedited yelling. And then if you see that, you're hesitant about subscribing because you think, well, I like seeing high quality videos. I don't like seeing random people with Austrian accent yelling at other people on YouTube. So do you subscribe or not? I suppose not. So what my plan right now is to switch my channel to a higher quality idea, that if you go to my channel, you can only see the good videos, because that makes people more likely to subscribe. So people see quality video and quality video and quality video, and this makes the people who come from YouTube more likely to subscribe. Because of course, in the beginning I was focused on BreadTube, and BreadTube loved to see me take down the right-wing videos. But the normal YouTube viewers like high quality videos, and they watch that, and then the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and then they see low quality videos, and then they don't subscribe. So I have been slowly taking the low quality videos offline over the last few days, and I think I've taken all of them down by now. Oh no, we just found one of them, this one, which was, where is it? It's here. So I'm just gonna, you know, put this on unlisted and put this on unlisted, and now my channel should be free of bad videos, except my special videos, my subscriber specials, which are bad, but you know, they can stay. And can I see? I can still see all of them. I can see the unlisted ones, which is annoying. Let me go to my channel from the other account, which should not have the rights to look at that. Right? They shouldn't see my unlisted videos. So that's it. It's my very first one. You'll need to find the right balance. I don't think I want to find a balance, because first of all, I want to be known for quality videos. Second of all, is I want to make videos I can be proud of, where I don't feel bad afterwards because I had to watch a 10-minute PragerU video. So I really only want to do quality videos anyways, so I can take down the low quality ones from the past. Okay, this one is still here. Ben Shapiro doesn't understand the healthcare debate. And I've decided I will leave the first one. To be fair, almost all of the larger bread tubers started by doing response videos. Yeah, I'm gonna stop now. Maybe. If I do response videos in the future, it will be like this one. Like on the American Dream film. Like highly scripted, with animations, showing stuff from the video as I talk about it. And not me just lazily putting it into an editor and yelling about it.
On June 4,
So, like-
1963, President Kennedy signed Executive Order 11110. This executive order, Kennedy's plan to dismantle the Federal Reserve machine.
It's
had
longer than
begun.
expected.
6 months later, John F. Kennedy went to Dallas and never returned.
Oh my god, the bankers killed JFK. Why
So this is more the style of video I would do than if I had to reply to someone. Because this one is edited, it's well put together, it is scripted so I can't make stupid mistakes like saying that Karl Marx invented communism. And it's just a higher quality video and it's nicer to look at. I mean, balance the quality and niche appeal to BreadTube. Yeah, that's true. But I try to lure in liberals, like the story of the Paris Commune. Everyone who likes history can look at that. Oh, a Marxist analysis of a bug's life. That's a funny, quirky video. Like, what does fascism is capitalism in decay mean? I wonder as well. So, it's something liberals could watch. Not sure if they want to, but they could. Like, the real death toll of capitalism. Capitalism as a death toll, interesting. And more importantly, the real death toll of communism. Well, that sounds interesting. So, in short, I will not do videos like this where I just yell at videos, even though they get more views. So I'm just gonna take this link.
Hello everybody.
No thanks. No hello from me. And open this one. Go to the video and take it offline.
Hello everybody.
Yes, hello everybody. And go to edit. And this is the last one. And I've decided that they're all on unlisted. So if I ever decide that for historic reasons I want to post them again, I can, but I don't want to right now. And I've left the very first one because this is a good memory of when I started. So it's nice to see where I come from. And someone who visits my channel can see, okay, so that's how she started. And you know, it's nice to see how far someone has come to go from this to actual quality content. So this is the plan for the next year. I will attempt to make one video a week with the script, highly edited, good quality. And if I do a reply, it will be like the one on the American Dream film. And that's the state of my channel. And now we're gonna look at my statistics a little bit. So just give me a second to drink again. This is one of the two ways I see my own YouTube channel. I barely ever watch my own videos because I already know what's gonna happen. So there's no real reason for me to watch them. And this is what I look at my channel like. So here we can see all sorts of useful statistics. For example, we can see over the last 28 days, this is the impressions. Let's go to overview. And okay, so here you can see the top videos of the last 28 days. It was this one, what fascism, capitalism, decay really means. Why the free market is inefficient. Ben Shapiro crushes atheism, doesn't actually crush anything. They were all uploaded within the last 28 days, so these are what got views. Here you can see the real-time views, and I wonder which video got... Okay, for some reason, okay, no, this is the end of the year live stream, which gets a... Can we get a sneak peek of the next video afterwards? Yeah, of course. I said we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it. Okay, so this stream apparently shows up in the real-time activity. So here I can see, okay, I just got 14 views between 5 and 6 p.m. and then I got 12 between this. So I can, from this I could discern where my audience lives if I wanted to. I don't, because I can just hit the audience button and I can see which spoilers, by the way, we're gonna look at all of that. And we can just see geography. Okay, we can see United States, 42%, 6% UK, 4% Canada, Then Germany, Austria, Australia, Sweden, Norway, Netherlands, Czechia, Finland, Hungary, New Zealand, Denmark, and so on and so forth. So that's the way I would use to get those analytics. Let's go to reach now, because this one is the interesting one. It went up a lot in the last time, and as you can see, this is impressions. What this means is, if I go to YouTube and look at a random video, which is one that won't get me, what is one? Volker Piepskis.
Es gibt sehr viel mehr Fragen- und Antwortmelder.
Volker Piepskis is always nice. So these are the impressions. There are like the videos which are recommended here, and this number, this 107,000, is how many people got to see my videos, how many people got my videos suggested. And then you can see, not that's how many people saw it. 28.8 was from people recommending my comment. This includes when I posted on Reddit and people scroll by. So this is the only 1/3 of the, a little less, of the impressions comes from YouTube itself advertising my content. And then 4% of those people who see my content here actually click on it, which is average. The normal number is between 2 and 10%, because there's a bunch of videos here. What are the odds that yours is the one which gets clicked on? And I don't do clickbait, so I don't get that much. And the average view duration is 5 minutes 11. So I got watch time from impressions, which is around 500 hours in the last month, which is pretty good for a small channel. And here you can see where I get my traffic from, which is mostly browse features. This means people who subscribed and recommendations from YouTube, on YouTube itself. And this is YouTube search, which we're gonna look at the search terms in a second, what people search for. Then external links. This is like when I posted on Reddit and Discord. Channel pages is when other channels recommend my stuff. Suggested videos, which is again 6.3%, and others. So traffic type, external, mostly from Reddit, sometimes Google search, interestingly, and from YouTube itself. It says YouTube as external source if someone else links my video in their comments, for example, and someone clicks that link. So you can see 1% Discord. Apparently nobody watches my videos on Discord, so why do I even post them? And someone has been posting my videos on Facebook. Of course, Reddit is most of it, because I post everything on r/breadtube, because that's where I got my subscribers from. Look, if you watch this, there's a, let's say, 70% chance you found my channel on r/breadtube. So that's just how it is. And so this is where I get my stuff from. This is playlist. This is the playlist my videos appear in. Reply scripted videos and fact checks, and uploads are all videos of mine. Temporary playlist is when someone saves it for later and watches it then. So, but that's only 1.5% of my traffic. It's pretty irrelevant. So, YouTube search. The most common search term where people find my stuff is Ben Shapiro. I have no clue how you found my videos if you search for Ben Shapiro, but I suppose it's because of the Ben Shapiro videos, which I just took offline. Then on the Paris Commune, YouTube Walkout, and PragerU, and War on Christmas, which is all about some videos which I did. Traffic source suggested videos. This is where my videos get suggested. 1 second. And the main video recommending my videos is what fascism is capitalism in decay means. 8% of the 6.3% of the views I get come from there. So people watch my fascism is capitalism in decay video, then they get suggestions for other videos, and then they click on that. And the same is true for all of these. This one, Katie Hill's Messy Downfall, has this one. This is the video I talked about, which linked my B-movie video.
You beautiful bastard.
Yeah. Hello,
Fantastic.
beautiful bastards. This is Philip DeFranco. If you look at the description, secret link,
B-movie follows the
my
story of
channel. Easy. And that's how I got a bunch of views and subs. So,
So,
less
expensive.
subscribers
I
than
just
you'd
started the movie
expect to get if a 6 million subscriber person gives you a shout out, essentially. But, oh well, it happens. So this is suggested videos, and I look at statistics like that, and I think the only other thing we should look at is the audience. Or is there something about my channel, some statistics you want to know? Because I think this is it's interesting to see that my video got suggested to so many people, but barely anyone clicked it, and apparently that's normal, which makes sense if you look at it. So let's go to audience. So look at my audience. Unique views. So you can see that in my overview, I got 10,400 views. And nice, DeFranco doing praxis, yeah, he is. You can see I got 10,400 views over the last 28 days. And I got 4.8 thousand unique viewers. This means that most people are unique and not coming back to watch my videos again. Or of course there are people who watch my videos again, but the average views per viewer are 2.1. Will we get a face reveal anytime soon? No. Because I don't need any pre-transition photos of myself on the internet, so you'll get to see me once I'm done transitioning. But not before that. So you can see I got like 140 subscribers. It was more during the last 28 days because that's when Philip DeFranco linked my video and all of the people came rushing in. So I got like 200 subs in a month. And now I get roughly 100 subscribers every month. You can see around every upload, or after every upload, it peaks, it goes up. So like on the YouTube walkout I got more, and on the State of Austrian Politics I got more. And then my political journey I got some, and then the Ants video I got 3, which might have been because of this. And now it's going up again. This year, since this is the time period in which I've been phasing out the bad videos. So my guess is that people are starting to subscribe because they're not afraid of bad content anymore. But I don't know what goes on in the heads of people who are not subscribed to me, and I can't ask them because they probably aren't watching right now. So let's look. Yeah, here you can see that only 56% of my viewers are subscribed. So it used to be lower. I used to have 40% subscribed and the others not subscribed. So that flipped now. And you can see that my channel is getting more sustainable. So if my channel was not recommended at all anymore because YouTube demonetized everything or something like that, I would still have half of the subscribers. Half of the views on every video because of my subscribers alone. And here you can see the subscriber bell notifications. Here you can see subscribers turn on all notifications for your channel, meaning hit the bell. And that's 14.8%. Guys, did you not hit the bell? Come on guys, everyone hit the bell, it's important, so you hit the bell. You may have noticed I'm not the best at this whole like, share and subscribe on my channel stuff. But you know, I do what I can. I'd say it's also because a lot of people watch stuff from work while not being logged into their main account. You mean the unique viewers? That's quite possible, yeah. That's possible. Would explain why they are not subscribed and stuff. I haven't thought about it yet, so yeah. It's possible. And you can see subscribe to turn on all notification, meaning hit the bell, and who hit the bell and enable YouTube notifications, because on your phone you can disable YouTube notifications, so it will leave you alone, and then it's pointless to have hit the bell because then YouTube can't notify you. But I don't really care if the people hit the bell, because if you go to no, not your channel, if you go to your subscriptions, now you can see whom I subscribe to and flame me for it. You can see this Democracy at Work video and you see what the people who you subscribe to upload. Oh, Knowing Better uploaded a video. I'm gonna watch that one later. The stream, in case you were wondering, is gonna last like another maybe 15 minutes. Let's say we stop at 30. So now let's look at this. You can see my audience is extremely diverse. But I didn't know the hit the bell thing actually mattered. I thought it was for the users. It is for the users, but I get to see it. So I get to see how many of my viewers are, let's call them super fans. Fans that are so much fans that they want to be notified on their phone when I upload, so they can immediately watch all of my stuff. So YouTube just tells me how many of my fans are those super fans. So you can see gender of my viewers, 88% male, 11% female. Now, if we go to the Discord, okay, now I need to be careful that I don't accidentally dox anyone. Oh no, why did it have to open over there? Why do you do this to me, Discord? Yes, stream mode activated. So it protects me from doing bullshit. So if we go to my Discord, which here, this is the gender setting of my Discord server, and as you can see, we have 10 people who have any gender, any pronouns. We have 9 people with they, them. We have 30 he, hims, and 17 she, hers. As you can see, that's like a ratio of 1 to 2 between male and female. YouTube engages in... Click more, please. What? Oh, you want to see more of what? By gender? Gender? YouTube erases people who are not non-binary or didn't put in a gender, so, you know, we only get male and female. But still, it would appear that either on my Discord server, women are overrepresented a lot, or that a lot of the women, and this is just my theory, are actually assigned male at birth trans women who have forgotten to change their Google gender or something like that. I don't know where this statistic comes from either, so because on Google you can just say, rather not say gender. So, but this doesn't show up here, so maybe it assumes everyone is male. I don't know how this works. So we already looked at the countries. Most of my viewers are Americans, so I can talk about the American presidential race if I want to, but I don't want to, but you know, it's possible. Austria is very overrepresented looking at population, probably because of my video on Austrian politics, which I posted on r/Austria, which like 10 people liked. As you can see, most of my viewers are my age, but a sizable portion is older than me. So I'm 20 in case you wondered, because the 1999 in the username is actually the year I was born. You can see 1.6% of my viewers are younger, which happens. You can see almost 6.3% of my viewers use subtitles. That's because I always upload the subtitles to all of my scripted videos, because it's good for people with bad hearing and to avoid my bad pronunciation sometimes. My throat is really beginning to hurt now. I'm gonna drink a little. So, and now we're gonna watch spoilers for the video I'm gonna release today. Does sound nice, doesn't it? I'm gonna turn off the music here, because we don't need to listen to music. Now, literally nobody has asked which editing software I use so far, but you're gonna see now. It's Camtasia Studio. Just a little bit careful about showing it, because there might be some information in there which I don't want everyone to see, but I think it's fine. Yeah, it should be fine. This is the next video. As you can see, 21 minutes 27, all fully animated. Here's some spoilers. And here's what the thumbnail looks like, because I decided to incorporate the thumbnail into the video if I run out of ideas what to show. And I just closed something. That's gonna be fine. The best Austrian English. Better than Bavarian English. Well, I guess, I suppose. But the fun fact about Austrian English is that most people can't tell which accent it is. Because when I made the channel for like 3 weeks, I had the joke of having people guess what my first language is, and nobody was able to guess it. I had everything from Finnish to Portuguese, because apparently the Austrian accent, because Austrians speak German, what was I gonna say? I just lost my my thought from, you know, reading the comments. Okay, anyways, my point was that nobody can identify an Austrian accent, because everyone just knows it's a North German accent which sounds like this, yeah, and I don't speak with that accent, so most people can't identify it. Okay, we're gonna watch, let's say, the first minute of the video, which is gonna be out tomorrow. Okay? Sounds nice.
How many millions of people have to die before you might admit that you're wrong? Well, obviously more than 100 million, because that's the approximate total. That's probably an underestimate.
Communists killed 70 million people in China, more than 20 million people in the Soviet Union, not including about 5 million Ukrainians.
Great in theory. call disastrous practice.
More than 100 million because that's
Hello everybody. Today we're going to look at the question, how many people really died from communism? I think it's time that we seriously approach this question from the left. Usually the right and the left either stays silent or dismisses this no, accidentally clicked, let's watch from here again. Question from the left. Usually the right wing says communism killed millions, and the left either stays silent or dismisses this as propaganda. But in this video we won't do that. We're going to have a look at the facts and the figures, just as I did in the death toll of capitalism video. And in the end we will come to our own conclusions. Just for clarification, I will operate like in that video. If a death is the result of the mechanics of the economic... And that's where we stop it, because if I show you too much of this, you're not gonna watch the video. So, you know. And yes, this is mostly about the Black Book of Communism. So, fun fact, something I learned out... wow. That's a mixture of I learned and I found out. Something I learned when doing research is that the 100 million deaths number actually 60 million comes from this piece of let's call it creative working with facts. So this is a fascist advertising thing which says that Stalin killed 60 million people. What the Black Book? Oh, much excited. What about anarchism? Anarchists had power? Where did I say that anarchists had power? I just said that anarchists don't really say much about when... Look, if the right wing says communism is bad because Stalin is bad, the anarchists usually go, yes, Stalin is bad. I don't like Stalin. So that's the way anarchists operate in that. And tankies operate by saying, hey, fuck you, mate, that's imperialist propaganda. My point was that the number that Stalin killed 60 million, which some web pages actually say, came from this year. Can you recognize this eagle? It's fascist propaganda. And it's Russian language fascist propaganda, and I actually got myself the translation here so that people can read this. No, it was a response. JK, okay. Sorry for the confusion. The video, my video, spoiler, somewhat concludes with the fact that, you know, the people who supposedly were killed by communism in this book were not really killed by communism, but more by... There's many cases, there's many points in the booklet. Let's go to some... where are the numbers? Disclaimer, this is the entire book. I actually linked the entire book in the comments, so... No, spoilers. Spoilers, man. Yeah. This is the list of the people who died in the Soviet Union, which is blamed on communism. And it doesn't take me long to point out, well, the execution of prisoners is tragic, and it is people who died, and it is bad. However, that's not the fault of socialism, that's the fault of Stalin. And I come to the conclusion that it's true for, like, pretty much every single death that the Black Book of Communism attributes to communism. Because they really are victims of authoritarianism, and I end concluding with, let's watch the end. To its credit, looking at popular culture, that seems to have worked. No, that's... I hope my video helped to change that. At least a little bit. So, in conclusion... Okay, this is where the conclusion starts. So, let's watch the conclusion, okay? So, spoiler for the end. Just cover your eyes and ears if you don't want to watch it. So, in conclusion, question authority, and remember that socialism isn't necessarily authoritarian, even though there used to be a correlation. Remember though, correlation does not equal causation. And on that note, thanks for watching. Please share this video with everyone who says that communism... So, this is where the video ends. Yeah, that's it. There's a shitload of animation in there. It took me 3 days to... this video is so long. It took me 4 days to write the script, 1.5 days to record the audio, and 2 days to do all of the animation. And I had to do the animation within 2 days, because tomorrow I have something coming up and can't do it. Any figures related to Lenin, I have no clue why Leninists are a thing. Yeah, of course, what is seen as death toll of the USSR is both mixed Lenin and Stalin. So I address both of that. For example, execution of prisoners didn't happen in, or at least this one didn't happen in World War II, it happened in the Russian Civil War. And for example, the Russian famine of 1921 also happened during the Civil War. So that's this point. So anyway, I had to edit this video in 2 days because I'm busy tomorrow and I'm busy the day after tomorrow, and today I had to live stream because I told everyone I would. So, you know, what's your audio recording process? That seems to be the most annoying part, since people or outside audio seeps in. Yes, it really is awful. The way I do it is I go into the closet, and yes, that's true, I'm back into the closet. Well, I'm used to it by now. And see, that's how funny I am when I'm live. And so I go into the closet, I take my microphone with me and a crappy little laptop on which I have nothing but Audacity installed, and I try to read my lines in a somewhat natural voice while being hunched over, being inside of my closet. Also, I lock the door to keep people out. So that's the best I can do. The closet is pretty nice because it doesn't have echo. If you listen to me now, you can hear the echo. And the echo is, of course, not good in a video. So the closet helps with that because it's a small space and it has clothing in it, so it's less echo, which is good. But my voice acting could improve. I'm trying on working on doing that because the list, isn't it? However, if you think about it, you have to ask yourself, is this really the people? Because it doesn't sound that natural, does it? It's not the most natural way of speaking. But I never liked my voice, so I guess that's... I will never think that my voice is natural, so... Maybe it's alright, I don't know. And yeah, audio recording is the most annoying part. Because, of course, I misread a lot. In this video, I mispronounced the Holodomor once. So in case you don't know the Holodomor, it was... have you... yeah, I talk about the Holodomor and I mispronounce it as... exactly, this Holodomor, and I pronounce it as Holdomor or something like that. Or Holodomor. Something like that, and it's just wrong. But I didn't re-record it because I didn't catch it when recording. The question is, what do I do? Do I just add a little disclaimer saying, oh no, I know that's not how you pronounce it? Or do I just ignore it and trust that people ignore it? Like, okay, this part I like. So, as scientist, this one is part of the video where I attempt to pronounce something Russian. Okay, don't laugh too hard. Who worked with the All Union Lenin Academy of Agriculture, Science and Kurgan and Sverdlovsk Agriculture Institute, or Vashknil for short. Like, who names a university that? The name is longer than the Communist Manifesto. Like, okay. Lol, communism equals no food. Have you ever heard of the Irish potato famine? Well, I come to the conclusion that I look at the reasons behind every one of the famines which is blamed on communism, and I look at why it happened, and then I explain that why we cannot blame communism for that, because it was either mismanagement or tragedies caused by war. Like the genocide. I'm going to ignore this debate. That's nice, isn't it? It's a statue of a child which is supposed to remind people of the starvation, and I don't think I can ever forget that. You cannot unsee it. Image is only one M. Oh, did I misspell it somewhere? Because I know that image is only one M. Millions. Oh, let's pick up. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it a few more times and send it to a friend to make sure that there are no spelling mistakes in it, because that's stupid mistakes which can be avoided. So I have it. So I still have this one. Oh yeah, also I referenced my Death of Capitalism video. Yeah, in the video I come to the conclusion that most of the deaths which seem to be attributed to socialism actually happened either because of a civil war, natural disasters, or because some fuckhead made a mistake. And yes, I can say fuckhead because... Where is he? Where is he? This guy. What's his name? Who was powerful? No? Trofim Lysenko, this guy. He is probably responsible for the Great Chinese famine. Where it said no image available. Oh yeah, that's actually that's actually is German. It means in fact. That's what happens if I speak quickly. I revert back to German. So this Lysenko, yes, I can call him that because this guy probably caused the Chinese famine because he brought ideas like deep plowing or close planting. Close planting was his idea, where you just put 6 times as many plants in the ground than you have, which is not good for the ground because the plants compete with each other and then they lose and then they waste nutrients on that and then they grow less, which caused huge amounts of loss of crops, which led to huge amounts of starvation. And Mao gets the blame because this guy tried to apply his untested theory on plantations on a national scale without prior testing. Also, they killed the sparrows, which was not good. But there are many reasons behind all of these famines. So I believe that's it. That's everything I have to talk about. Well then, this is where we begin the Ask Me Anything part. If you have any questions for me, you can ask them now before I end the stream. I think the stream was successful. We had 21 people at the peak. And someone just started watching. I'm sorry, I'm gonna end it now. So this is where you do the Ask Me Anything part. Go ahead. Because I don't know what to talk about right now, and since there is a delay, it probably takes some time for you to start asking questions if you have any, which you might not. And you know, that would be alright as well. I don't have a problem with that. What are your thoughts on the DBL? Let me Google what that is. So my thoughts are, I have to Google before knowing what it is. DBL. So according to Google, dbl.de sells clothing for workers. So protection clothing. I think you're gonna have to spell the whole thing. Thoughts on the RAF question. I've committed war crimes and now I have sacrificed a human to Karl Marx. Should I specify a gay, trans, Muslim or a straight white man? Always kill the straight white man. Someone take this out of context, please. Thoughts on the RAF. Their theory was nice, but they had some image problems because the state quickly designated them as terrorists and then everyone was afraid of them. We shouldn't emulate them, that's a thing. What is your favorite YouTuber? If you go to my YouTube channel, I actually answered this question for you. So, right at the rest, I got ContraPoints is still in there. And this is the channels I recommend, which is, we have ContraPoints, Philosophy Tube, H Bomber Guys, Some More News, and Knowing Better. I also like Lindy Beige. I just put Lind E Beige. Is that how you spell it? That's how you spell it. Who does very interesting videos, which are sometimes very long. It's about military history, which is something I'm interested in. So thoughts on the DBL. Dirtbag left. I don't feel like I know enough about it to tell you my thoughts. So, you know, wait. I just did a big fail because I tried to show Lindy Beige. Okay. Oh god. Okay, this is the Lindy Beige channel which I recommend, and looking at my channel, you can see these channels, which I just opened on my other screen, which you couldn't see, which is, you know, a bit of a fuck up. So, Guten Rutsch, same to you. It means Happy New Year, something like that in German. Alright. I'm gonna take a 20-second break now, or like half a minute break, and you ask other questions you still have before I end the stream. Okay, I'm back. So let's see. No more questions, hey? Alright then. I don't know how to end the live stream. Or how to do it well. Thoughts on Rosa Luxemburg. I haven't read anything from her. I haven't, well, besides a few quotes, I haven't read anything from her. I have not heard much about her. And I don't feel qualified to make, to say something about her. Because as I mentioned, I have barely read something from her. Stop the ContraPoints hate. No. So, ContraPoints, a lot of people like her because she's good at making people leftist. She's who made me a leftist. If you watch my political journey video, you can see that her What's Wrong with Capitalism videos really helped me put feelings into words. However, it has to be said that she is somewhat, how do I put it, insensitive when it comes to some stuff. I mean, she ranted on Twitter about how people should assume gender because she likes it. Like, because she is genderqueer, people want to know her pronouns because they want to be respectful, and she doesn't like that. So, the thing why I think she deserves hate is not because she, or I don't think she deserves hate, but why I understand that she gets hate is not because I think that it's good, or because I think that it's bad what she thinks. Well, I'm getting tired. I've been streaming for too long. Not because I think that what she says is, oh god, what she. Give me 10 seconds break, okay? I'm having a stroke right now. Okay, please call an ambulance. Okay, the reason I give her hate is not because she thinks NB-phobic things. It's because she posted them on Twitter and assumed that nobody would care. Like, come on. That's like PewDiePie posting Nazi jokes and getting surprised that people hate him for it. Like, it was predictable. I could have predicted that. As a matter of fact, if I was about to write something this NB-phobic, I would probably stop and delete it and move on with my day. You shouldn't have a rant like that on Twitter about how you want people to assume your gender. That's not what you do. Okay, so that's the ContraPoints hate summed up. Thoughts on Banat? It's the greatest country ever. Like, greatest region ever. Should we say death to America even if we want to recruit the American proletariat? I think if we say death to America, we have to put a big asterisk on it. Asterisk? Asterisk. The little star thing. And that would be that when we say death to America, we do not mean the population of the United States, but we mean the corrupt, the corrupt military-industrial complex which makes up the government of the country of the United States nowadays. That's what we have today to say. I did think about making a special in which I burn the American flag by saying death to America. So just a video of me burning a little American flag. I have one, which is made of plastic. So it should burn well. And I could burn it and say death to America, death to America, death to America. And then the title is burning the American flag while chanting death to America. And then at the end of the video, I quickly read out a little disclaimer, which says something along the lines of, when I say death to America, I'm obviously not referring to the population of the United States, but of the military-industrial complex which dictates the policies of the country of the United States against the interests of the people and for the interests of the bourgeoisie. Something like that. So should the Holy Roman Empire of Albania and Montenegro be resurrected under the glorious leadership of resurrected Emperor Karl Marx, who was resurrected with a large gay orgy? Sure. I feel like all of the big bread tubers are having ego problems lately. They dispel any criticism towards them as sowing division and threatening left unity. Yeah, I somehow have to agree with that, but left unity really only exists on BreadTube, if we're honest. Because BreadTube is so unspecific about policy that everyone can join. Both a tank and an anarchist can watch a video on why capitalism is bad and enjoy it. But if you then make a video on what to do about the fact that capitalism is bad, well, that's where you would start to have a breaking of left unity, because the second you bring forth some policy, let's say the unions should organize. Oh, now you're a syndicalist and the tankists and the anarchists may dislike you for that. And you say, okay, we should begin direct action and praxis. And then the tankists will be, no, we have to militarily seize the government. And you say, okay, we should militarily seize the government. And then the anarchists go, oh no, that's fascism. You see, the left unity only works if you are really sparse on specifics. Which you can be, but at some point you have to praxis. Just record a video of the American flag burning while it scrolls across the screen. That sounds like a good idea. I might do that as a 10,000 subscriber special or something like that. So, you know, share my video so I get more subscribers. So yeah, I'm gonna make predictions for the next video. I'm gonna say that for the next year, my prediction is that for the next year I'm gonna get, let's be ambitious, 10,000 subscribers. 10,000 subscribers by the end of the last year. That's in line with my current growth rates. And I think that's realistic, because there's only so many leftists on the internet who are gonna watch stuff. So 10,000 seems nice. Unless I manage to get some collaborations with other people, like Comrade Cora. I tried to make a collaboration with her, but she ignored me when I texted her. So I sent her a PM on Reddit and she ignored me, which broke my heart, of course. So go bully small leftists into making collabs with me. Collabs, not collabs. Left unity hasn't worked since the fall of the Paris Commune 150 years ago. Yeah, that's true, since the split of the first Internationale. Internationale or Internationale? Or Internationale. Whatever. So, I think that's about all I have to say. You know. So, any more questions? If nobody asks questions within the next minute, the stream is going to find its end here, because I've already streamed for longer than I expected to. My throat is already hurting really badly now, which I suppose is a sign that, you know, I should not talk that much to myself. Which makes sense, sort of. Okay, good stream. Yeah, I think it went well as well. I got 16 likes, I got 21 viewers at the highest point, which is pretty good. Do you think those should be meme of the decade? I think the meme of the decade should be socialism. Because the meme of the last decade was, well, that's a good question. Was it 9/11 or was it the economic collapse of the global economy? So which should be the meme of the decade? It's a good question. Well, I think that's the end of my stream. Thank you for watching. My new video is gonna be online by today, definitely. It may take like another hour or so for me to finish it, but then I will have uploaded this one. You can watch it. So you're not passing right now. What? What do you mean? What do you mean by I'm not passing right now? Yeah, there will be one more video this year, and then I'm gonna see you next year. In German we say guten Rutsch, which means something like good slide, or slide well into the next year. And, you know, do that, slide well into the next year. And I'm just waiting for clarification of what that question means so I can answer it before ending the stream. Because I wouldn't want to leave a question like, so you're not passing right now, hanging up in the air. It might be some time before I do the next stream. I might do these more often in the future, but I think monthly is a little bit much. And like every half year is a bit much, so, you know. But I still don't know what pump action musket meant by asking you're not passing right now. So, you know, we're waiting. Nice weather today, right? Well, maybe. For me, it's a bit cold. For you, it might not be because I've, as we saw, views from all over the world, so I can't really talk about the weather with you. Okay, let's say if pump action musket doesn't clarify within the next minute, we're just gonna end the stream without answering the question. Or I suppose the question could mean, so you're not passing right now. This could be referring to me, passing as, you know, the other gender in being trans. And the answer is no, not really. I'm working on it. I'm working on getting my e-prescription, but it takes some time. So, you know, thanks for watching, I suppose. Oh, so I will do a face reveal as soon as I've been on HRT long enough for me to accept my face. So that's this question answered. Nice stream. Yeah, I think so as well. Thanks for watching. Let's see if I live in the UK. Good weather is a myth. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Well, anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see each other in the next video then, or in the next video. We'll see each other in a few hours when my next video goes online. Until the next time. See ya.